we're live. Hello. Hello, Blade. Good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we don't really have a set structure of how we're gonna do this. We're just gonna shoot the shit. Yes. And we're joined. And just to get introductions out of the way, husband.
That me.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
It's Sam.
Hello everyone, this is Berserker Sam. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. We're here to talk about the most romantic ships in Cycle of Remorse.
I'm gonna lower the volume on this because I just realized, oh no.
It would be funny to do a full stream or something like that, but I don't think I could take myself seriously enough to do it.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Dinner will be good.
Yeah.
It's wings and mac and cheese, as in buffalo wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna open up the unit list just so we can kinda...
That would help a lot,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. We got people. We got people.
We certainly got people.
Yeah. Orchid, good to see you. How you doing? We're gonna be also munching because we also got dinner. Yeah, I didn't realize how loud the music was at first.
What music? I don't hear music.
Well, because I have my headphones on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Okay. But yeah, in terms of like ships and stuff,
Yeah.
I guess we can kind of get started. So
Yes?
I don't know. I mean, like, again, we don't have like a set structure. For
Oh,
this.
I thought this was your stream. I thought you were gonna be taking the ship.
Okay. I mean, all right. We can start off with something canonical, just to kind of set the stage.
Okay.
So we could start off with the most basic canon ship, which is Krista and Forrest.
It's very vanilla ice cream.
It's so vanilla, but that's like the best part. It's just like you gotta start off real basic with it, you know?
Yeah, but do you realize the problem with Forrest and Krista?
What?
Well, there's no potential for friction.
Okay.
None at all.
Go on.
You need someone with friction.
Uh-huh.
Someone that the nobles of Medea might have some objection to.
Uh-huh.
And that's where our buddy from Act 3 Torgen comes in.
I mean, yeah. I will counter this, though. I mean, Krista was supposed to marry someone from Fwegsold.
Okay. Yeah, that's just double the reason why.
But there's enough friction there with Forrest, I feel. I mean, they're canonical for a reason, but I can't say why, because that's very spoilery. There is a reason why they end up getting together in the end.
Yeah, he's Krista's robot.
No, well, kinda, but, like, no. But, like, there is a reason why. But yeah, wanna talk about Torgen for a bit?
He's the bandit guy that you made.
Yeah,
Actually, didn't he start as a bandit you were role-playing as on a server?
Yes. So a friend of mine runs a roleplay server that's very, like, Fire Emblem centric. He wanted me to play as a one-off villain for, like, one session. I was like, yeah, okay, I can hop in. And then, that's how Torgen was made.
Because you fell in love with that bandit?
Yeah, I was just like, he's rough and tough, and I love him. And I was like, okay. So yeah, and I decided, you know what? I don't want this man to go to waste. I don't want him to be just, like, a one-use thing. I'm gonna just insert him in here, you know? He's a lot different than how I portrayed him in that roleplay session.
Also, he's a Griffin Rider.
And he's a Griffin Rider, yes.
But yeah, Torgen, I think, has a lot of potential for friction.
Okay.
Her parents from Forest. A lot of her knights.
Yeah.
Any nobles and the like of Medea.
Yeah. And the best part is
JNS here.
Hi.
Oh, now it's time to mention the perfect ship, Felicity and GNS.
But yeah, no, with Torgen, Krista and him have history. Like, they first met like 8 years ago. Sure, the meeting was bad because that's when Krista was legitimately kidnapped for once, you know? So, like, there's that.
I'd say Krista and the pirate captain is... I like the idea of it.
Sure.
Yeah, big buff pirate guy and then Krista. What more do you want? Hi, Star.
Hi, Star.
How you doing?
But, like, yeah, Torgen is good. Okay, so personally, him and Krista are at, like, an A+ support for their maximum support right now.
Okay.
But I'm, like, so close. I'm, like, this close.
Oh, you mean, like, with, Kai and that ninja girl?
And Asuka, yeah. Like,
yeah, her.
Yeah, but, like, Krista and Torgen, I'm, like, this close to turning it into S. Because they could work. I'm like this close.
Well, just put it on the back burner, let it simmer and brew a little bit.
Yeah, I need to let it brew because I'm just like, yeah, it could work. I don't see any issue with it. Like, canonically speaking, the couple can work out. Oh, hello, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back, GNS.
But yeah, any other ships that are coming to mind at the moment for you?
For Krista specifically.
We could go Krista, or we could go to a different character if you want.
Let's see. So we covered Torgen.
Yeah.
Sam isn't bad, but at least as far as how the support chain is going,
yeah,
it's honestly more of a haha goofy support chain.
It is a very goofy one.
Which there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, they're not canonical in any sense, but hey, it's a nice ship.
Yeah. Let's see.
Which is ironic considering who they are self-inserts for, but you know, that's just how it be.
Krista and Joshua at least will be interesting.
Okay.
I do have like a rough skeleton of an S support I want to do for them.
Uh-huh.
And it's just a nice wholesome support chain. And I like how that is done.
Yeah.
Plus they both have blue hair, so there's that.
Yeah.
They both use swords. Let's see. Krista and... How old is the axe fighter that you get in Marinus?
Taichi, he is 18 years old.
In theory, he and Krista could work.
Yeah.
I think they have complementary, like, just stats and abilities.
Sure.
Plus where Taichi can... If he kills a ruffian or a shaman, he can act again.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taichi is just a very interesting fighter to play as. But it doesn't help that he doesn't have very many supports. A lot of the ones that are lacking in supports, it's really hard to almost remember that they exist. That's
more on me for just not listing them.
I am looking forward to Krista and Khalid.
Yeah.
Because she still would end up marrying someone from Frag Soul.
I will say, like, even though they are very much still romantically interested in each other, canonically speaking, they can't end up together. I can't say why because that's very spoilery.
Khalid dies.
No.
Oh, okay.
But, like, there is...
Irvin comes back from the dead.
Not quite.
Oh, okay.
But, like, I'm not going to say
What do you mean, not quite?
Don't worry about my wording.
Okay.
But yeah, we are having dinner, Star. We are having dinner. But what I'm saying is that it's very spoilery, and even if you do get it correctly, I won't be saying why.
Okay.
I won't be confirming or denying why that's not possible. But there is a reason why they can only end up at A+.
How do you feel about Krista and Rembrandt?
Rembrandt's too old.
Yeah, but you like the older guys.
I know, but I'm just like, I feel Rembrandt's too old. He's too much of a dad.
Okay.
He's
but
like...
You know what? Fair.
He's the dad of the group. Like, other than Forrest, he is absolutely, like, therapist dad. You know what I mean?
Forrest is the step-in dad until Rembrandt shows up.
Yes. Yeah, he's 35. He's like a young DILF, you know?
35 is not that old.
Sam is solving a mystery novel and he can keep saying, I'm not going to spoil it. Exactly. Like, I feel like the whole...
Am I missing any guys that was mentioned? Oh yeah, Krista and Kai, I do like that one.
Krista and Kai is so fucking good. I keep saying this. They are so good together. It was at a point where it's like, oh, they could totally be canon, but like, no, I had to rein myself in.
Krista and Matthew would be fun, but technically Matthew's not a canon character for the game. He's more of a
He's more of like a haha funny reference.
Yeah. Yeah, if anything. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Odd Panda, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You like older guys. Too old.
Yeah, eventually she's gonna have a thing for Athos from FE7.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck that old man.
Oh, Matthew, he's such a child, though. But Athos, though? Now there's a man for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck that old man.
Am I forgetting anyone? Because I think I've covered everyone. Oh, Kristen Taylor. That one is interesting.
There is potential.
There's potential there, but Taylor is such a stupid man.
He's such a stupid man, but who knows? That could work in his favor, depending on how things go.
Just get Krista drunk and then propose to her. Problem solved.
I will say that depending on how their support chain goes, it might go to S. I doubt it will, though.
It's hard to say right now, but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, because, okay, for context, Taylor's support with Krista involves Krista getting into alcoholism, and then Taylor trying to get her out of it.
There is a reason why, and I gave PK a reason that she could work with, but I don't want to delve into it too much because, again, some of it could involve spoilery territory.
Yeah. Hi, Riku. Good to see ya. Yeah.
If any of you have read the plot lines or anything, you might know what it may or may not involve. But yeah.
Wasn't Matthew the one who said my fingers are quick or something? Yeah, he's got nimble fingers. Yeah, what those nimble fingers are for, I'll leave that to the imagination.
Wait, why is Blade angry?
Keeping up with chat.
Let's see. Am I missing anyone? I did the pirate captain. We kind of touched on Taichi, the fighter that you get.
Yeah.
Merchant guy could be interesting, but, I mean, he hardly has any support, so it's hard to get a feel for his character if that could work or not.
Yeah, I need to write them out.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, a lot of it is just, like, I need to write out, like, a basis of the support. Have you looked at the character notes at all? Because that could help.
Not in a hot minute.
Yeah, maybe looking through character notes can help.
I've mainly been trying to look at, okay, who have we done, who still needs work, as far as, like, additional ranks in there, so to speak.
Yeah.
Not counting S supports, because I'm kind of like, unless I have an idea, the S support can wait till later.
Yeah. Ah, the butt dialing. I see.
What does that mean?
It means, so, like, you know with how old phones had, like, a speed dial, like, sort of button on them?
I think.
Yeah, and so...
I didn't have very many phone privileges.
But anyway, so there is, like, a speed dial button on, like, old phones, and butt dialing is when you accidentally sit on your phone and accidentally press the speed dial button.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, my phone has done weird stuff before. It's not fun.
Yeah, no. But anyway.
Let's see. Anyone else for Krista that I'm forgetting?
I mean, in terms of other...
We're skipping Michael.
Yeah,
Michael is a skip.
Yeah, no.
We are skipping Michael.
Yeah, no.
We are skipping Cole.
Yeah.
We are skipping Parker for a completely different reason.
Yeah. Yeah, Parker. Parker, for those of you who don't know, is Krista's cousin. We are not shipping cousins here.
Fire Emblem does it all the time. What's the problem? That is a joke.
For legal reasons, that is a joke.
That is very much a joke.
For legal reasons, that is a joke.
And even while Fire Emblem has done it, at least as of when Kago was part of it, you could argue it was done. It doesn't mean we are approving of it kind of deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Who's next in the lineup?
I will say, though, we have touched the heterosexual ships. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna bring up the gay ships, baby. I'm sorry. But, like, I'm just like, man, it's too heterosexual here. I'm sorry. And I will say, like, there are gay ships here, so I'm just like, I'm gonna talk about them. Me, personally. And also, we totally skipped on Trevor, which I do ship very, very much. Mostly because of how their support chain goes. I can't say much about it because that spoils a lot of things about Trevor's backstory, but I'm just saying, it's out there. It's on the table. Same for Krista and Felicity. Also very good. I have stuff for them. It's just that the C support is only there, but, like, I do like their dynamic. I do like how they met. I'm not sure if I'm going to touch upon it in their support. I feel like that's very important for why I like this ship. I probably won't touch upon it until, like, A support, but still, it's going to be on the table. I'm just saying, it's on the table. I know I had Krista and Zhang, listed, but that's mostly because of carryover from where Zhang originated from. It's from my, fighting game idea, and Krista and Kiki and Zhang are supposed to be an official couple in that universe. I haven't come up with anything for this ship right here, but it's gonna come. I feel it in my bones. It's just a matter of just, like, typing out shit. But that should do it on that front. I think we covered everything involving Krista that I feel like is viable. There is... I mean, Anil is also a potential bachelor, if only because...
I forgot about Anil.
If only because of age, but, like, I don't know. I haven't really...
Yeah, we haven't done much with Anil supports either.
Yeah.
Yet. It doesn't help that he's mute.
Yeah. Yeah, he can only talk.
I mean, he can talk, but yeah, he is mute. Although I think of the potential dads that you theory crafted for.
Yeah.
Anil and Krista was one of the better looking ones.
Uh-huh.
As I was think Kai and
Hold on,
Ryuji.
Let me pull up all that.
I think those three were some of the better looking dads as far as how the children would look.
Yeah, let me pull that one up real quick. Once I can find my art folder. Let's see, where are we? Cycle of Remorse. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna lower the size of the window because the chat box is right over here, but you guys can't see it. But we are able to. Okay, let's see. But yeah, we've got canonically what Forrest and Krista's kid will look like because he's going to be the protag for the sequel. So I had to, you know, we were talking about it in the Cycle of Remorse Discord, which I should probably link if you guys are interested. I don't know, it's mostly just development stuff, but we like to shoot the shit there too. I don't know, are y'all interested in joining? I don't know, because I'm just like, it's only really there for like bug reports and shit, but I like to talk about the development there as well. And like I said, we like to shoot the shit there. But anyway, we were talking about it like in the Discord server, and yeah. We were theory crafting. But yeah, here's what Arthur would look like. Canonically. And then, yeah, we just did it for every single possible bachelor. Yeah, and then we got the Sam variant, the Taylor variant. A good amount of them are going to be like blue hair with brown eyes, just because... Just the way I imagine things to be. Blue hair is the more of the dominant sort of, like, trait for hair. But, like, brown eyes are going to be, like, the more dominant for eye color.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That one's alright.
Yeah, like...
I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's alright.
Yeah, the Matthew and Krista offspring is kind of okay, I guess. Alright, I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying that it is an option.
I like that one. That one's good.
Yeah, the color's very good. Yeah, exactly, Blade, exactly. But yeah, it's... yeah. I'm really happy with how the Tsurugi as the dad looks.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And of course we have the theoretical, what if Irvin was still alive sort of variant. Yes, darling, do you have something to say?
Somehow the purple is less cursed here compared to Taylor.
Uh-huh. It's probably because of the darker complexion.
Probably. Oh yeah, I forgot about Masashi.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on.
That would be amusing.
Yeah.
I think Masashi would be amusing.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I don't really feel anything romantic between the two after finishing
Especially
up their...
since, I mean, Krista's royalty, but technically I would argue she's not the kind of refined lady that Masashi's really looking for.
Yeah, no. I can just see them as pretty good friends, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially with how I ended their, like, whole support chain. It's just like, yeah.
Also, Forrest would commit murder.
Forrest would absolutely commit murder. Like, that does get brought up in their support chain. Like, yeah, Forrest would commit murder.
I mean, he might still try to commit murder if Krista decided to marry Sam, but...
Yeah. Look, I mean, Forrest, like, it's not really touched upon too much, but I do want to hint at it a bit more. But Forrest can get really jealous really easily. Like, he kind of keeps it to himself.
I see it going down like this.
Yeah.
Forrest would commit murder, and then Krista would murder Forrest.
Maybe. Mayhaps.
In the context of him murdering her lover.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I will say, Forrest being easily jealous and willing to commit murder, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that, or the fact that Irvin's dead. And was, you know, Krista's fiance.
Darling,
don't worry about it.
you're making me very suspicious right now.
No, darling, sweetie, honey, no, it's nothing to worry about. I'm just saying, like, I know we're talking about this, and I know there's like, there's a line of logic, there's a through line over here, but like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like, I know there's a through line. There's a possible through line, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I've come to learn to be suspicious whenever she says it's fine. Especially if she brings up hypotheticals that I was not thinking of.
Anyway, shipping.
Yes, you, get the packaging all sealed up good, and you secure it on the trailer, and you make sure it's all secure, not going to move around, then you close the doors to the trailer, and that truck goes off. You did say shipping, right?
Yes, I did say shipping.
So we're talking about shipping. Gotta make sure those shipping labels are properly addressed.
Forrest has always been needy. I mean, yeah, needy and a little bit possessive. Yes, I do like that. That's sexy in my opinion. That is very sexy.
Depending. Should we move on to a different person?
Sure. All right, we can move on to Forrest since he's next in the lineup. Hi, Elton.
I think my favorite for Forrest, at least as far as support chains go, is Forrest and Chell.
Oh yeah, I'm really proud of their
Forrest and Chell
chain.
is one of the few that Forrest actually grows and expands as a character outside of just being a loyal knight.
Okay. Well, see you, Elton. Thanks for at least stopping by to say hi. I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yeah. While the Forrest and Chell support has been, like, one of the first ones to be written, I wouldn't change it at all. I think it still holds up.
Yeah, I think it's still really good. Let's see. Forrest and Chris, as we established already, is pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Do we see any... I was about to say, do we see any potential with Forrest and Alex? And I say yes if the A support is anything to go by.
I think that could be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Also, really nice green-haired kids.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Also, we have to give Alex some love.
Yeah. For sure, for sure.
Let's see. We haven't done much with her, but Forrest and Reem.
Yeah.
Just because backstory reasons, they do have history together.
Yeah.
Force and Echo could work, but haven't really done much with Echo.
I just don't really see them talking about
I
anything.
think Forrest and Marina or Forrest and Yumi would be very amusing if it was developed. Just because of how you've portrayed Yumi so far.
Yeah.
Forrest and Viola is a no.
Yeah, no.
Viola, she comes off as being younger than her actual youngest sister.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that she's horny, Blade. Like, how would you describe Yumi?
More like seductive, if anything.
Yeah.
I think that's a more accurate statement to make now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Forrest
We haven't done anything with it, but Forrest and Ninja Girl could be interesting.
Oh, Forrest and Asuka? Really?
Again, well, I mean, the problem is that she's very much lacking in supports.
Yeah. I gotta think about that one a little more, because I guess there could be something. It's just a matter of, okay, what
the problem is we really haven't done much with her in support as far as supports as a whole.
Yeah.
There is a possibility for Forrest and the Princess of Marinus. That could be interesting, maybe. Or Forrest and that female armor knight.
Okay, yeah, him and Sumire. Yeah, I can kind of see something.
Again, I'm just spouting out potential ones. It's the big problem is we really haven't done much with either of them yet.
Yeah, I've been more focused on like main plot shit.
And it takes time to come up with a support team that has some substance.
Yeah.
Because unlike some certain Fire Emblem entries, well, yes, we do want some jokey supports. We don't want to keep retreading the same theme per character over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. But yes, thanks for stopping by, Elton.
Elton wants to hear a thing? Oh, you mean that Rhea sucks and that we want to kill her? Yeah, okay, yeah, we've done that.
Yeah, we don't want the ... dots referring to the Saizo and Baruka support.
Oh.
Yeah. How that whole C support went localized.
I found that very amusing. But no, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Let's see. But yeah, I do really like Forrest and Alex. I think that one is very promising. It looks good.
Yeah.
Forrest and Shell could work. We haven't done anything with them yet, but yeah.
What, Forrest and Shell?
Oh wait, no, yeah. No, we did do something with them. What was I thinking?
Yes, what were you thinking?
I don't know. That's why I'm trying to figure out what I was thinking. I think I forgot that we mentioned Forrest and Shell already.
Okay.
Forrest and Taiga would be amusing.
It would be. It would be a very silly one, for sure.
That would just be amusing.
Yeah. Yeah, the trouble is just coming up with, like, good premises for some of the supports.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And it doesn't help when some of them we haven't done much supports for in general. So makes it a little harder to get a feel for that character.
Yeah.
I like what you did with Forrest and Marina.
Yeah, I need to finish that one
I do think
off.
she might be a little bit excessively on the older side for Forrest, but I do like what you have going there.
I'm double-checking her age. Hold on. I am double-checking age. No, wait, not character info. Character notes. How old did I make her? She was 30, and he is 24. It's only like a 6-year age difference.
That's not as bad as I thought. With how you've designed her, she looks like she's a bit older than that.
Sure.
Honestly, I would have assumed that she's closer to Rembrandt's age than that.
I mean, he's 35, so it's just like it's a 5-year age difference.
I said closer than that.
Sure.
Can you scroll down? I feel like I'm missing something.
Yukino could...
I forgot about Yukino. Yes, Yukino. Yeah, Forrest and Yukino could be nice.
Nagisa is a no. They're gonna butt heads too much.
Nagisa? I don't see her with anyone, honestly.
It's really hard for me to come up with something for her, but she can end up staying single. I don't mind that at all.
Yeah. She can be single on the headman's block.
You two fucking hate her so much, I swear. I have been trying to make her a little more sympathetic, but still establish that she is a bit of an ass when you first meet her. But I have been trying to make her a bit more sympathetic in the writing.
But yeah, I'm not sure who my favorite is, because at least ones that I really like the concept of, and Forrest and Reem in particular, just because, again, yeah, they do have history together.
Yeah.
We haven't really done much with her in terms of her support. Taiga, I think, would be amusing.
Sure.
Just because we have stupid Taiga, and then we have Forrest who knows things.
Yeah. I think that's the big appeal for pairing off Taiga with a bunch of the smart dudes. Or just the smart people in general.
Or at least the people that at least seem somewhat smarter. Anyone in Act 3, or not really?
Not really. I don't really have a lot of people.
Yeah, no.
Not really. Yeah, anyone past Torgen is just, like, a character that might end up being in, but it's just like,
so either, or, like, placeholders for characters that you still need to come up with.
Yeah, yeah.
Did I miss anyone?
And again, since you're not going to bring it up because it's very heterosexual, I'm going to bring up the gay ships, I'm sorry. But, like, Forrest and Kai, though, those... I will say, like, it's just like, yes. Their support has gone through a lot of changes, but I'm still like, yeah.
I'm like, no.
I know, but, like, I have to bring it up. Also, I will say that Forrest and Taylor, it stopped at A at first, but I'm just like, wait, hold on. I did recently make them end at S. I did do that.
Yeah, I'm very much a no on it.
I know you are, darling, but I'm just like, yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else there's potential for that I have not covered. I have been playing around with Forrest and Judah a little bit. In my head, I'm just like,
no.
Could they? I don't know.
Kill that man.
I'm just like, maybe, though. I'm thinking about it. But, like, Forrest and Torgen, though, the way I wrote that support, it's just like, yeah, they're gonna fuck. Like, there's no avoiding that one. But I just wanted to bring that up. Because it's there. It's there. Anyway, we can move on. Yes, darling, may I help you?
You know exactly what.
The thing is with Judah, he's got beef with Krista specifically. He can work with basically most anyone else, I would say.
He needs to be killed before he does something that gets everyone else killed.
You distrust him so much. I don't see why. He's a very, very good guy.
No. Anyway, let's move on to Kai.
Yeah, my baby.
Kai and Krista were starting things off classic and gold.
Yeah, it's
because
good.
Yeah, the Kai and Krista is good.
Yeah, they're good together. I do agree with that. Like I said, the pairing grew onto me. They were supposed to stop at A when
we
they
haven't
first made
done
this.
anything with it, but Kai and Shell could be interesting.
Okay.
Just because with their differing personalities.
Okay.
Chell is more level-headed and definitely leans more in the motherly direction.
Sure.
Kai is, well, he's Kai. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You know how he be. You know how he be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kai and Alex could be interesting for kind of a similar reason.
I do want to do something with them. Not
like
necessarily.
Alex, mature, serious, very level-headed.
Yeah.
And then we have Kai.
Yeah.
Not that Kai isn't level-headed, but He is, but like he presents like a certain way that he is.
I've been thinking about a potential, at least support chain with Kai and Alex. It's just like, it's trying to make it, it's just putting it to paper is the big thing for me.
Kai and Lucy is a no except for A.
Uh-huh.
Lucy is the adorable cinnamon roll, and we're keeping her that way.
Yeah, and plus he's too old for her. She is 16.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I said it's a no.
Yeah.
I hadn't really considered it until now, but Kai and Echo maybe.
Go on.
I mean, I think you could do something with that, just where she's been a traveling mercenary. Yeah, she's always looking for jobs that pay well.
Okay.
Kai used to be, like, a bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he would at least be trying to get info on her.
Sure.
Kai and Felicity, I like the idea of, just because they're both eavesdropping, sticking their noses where most people would say their noses don't belong.
Yeah.
So I like the idea of them just eavesdropping on people together.
Sure.
Like, kind of like the two birds of a feather kind of idea, if you will.
Sure.
Anyone else we have here? I am doing something with both, I think, Kai and Joshua, and then Sam and Joshua that has been developing in a nice direction, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I would like to see us support with... There are some options here, but at least with what we have for people, I'm not really seeing anything.
Yeah.
Like, Kai and Shane, maybe, but I really don't see it. But part of that might be just with how Shane looks currently. I might have a different opinion once you redesign Shane.
Yeah.
I will say I do like the idea of Kai and Taiga.
Yeah.
We have the stupid berserker, and then we have the dashing, intelligent mercenary.
Just with how I wrote their support so far, I don't see it happening. I'm going to be real.
Okay, yeah, I forgot that you did that chain, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't completed it, but it's not going in any sort of romantic direction
and that's
whatsoever.
fine. And that's fair. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Kai and Yumi, I think, could be amusing just because of their sort of similar personalities, but different simultaneously.
Sure, but with the way theirs ended, it's just like, I don't see that.
I do like the idea of Kai and Yukino.
Go on. I'm just like, really? I personally don't see it, but
one, they would look
sell me on it.
One, they would look good together.
Okay.
Two, they're both speedy, dexterous swords people.
Okay. Like, okay, mechanically speaking, sure. But, like, as characters, I'm just like,
But, like, if you were to draw them together, I think they would look well together.
Okay.
Now, we don't really have many supports for Yukino.
Yeah.
So that doesn't help in that area.
Sure.
In either shutting it down or encouraging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I personally don't see it, like, outside of maybe mechanically speaking for offspring.
yeah, no. But yeah, I do like the idea of the two dexterous sword practitioners being together.
Yeah.
Samir, again, could possibly, but she does...
I kind of like that, though, actually.
She does suffer from not having many supports, but she also strikes me as the kind of character that doesn't have a strong impression initially, but as I explore her supports, she might actually grow on me kind of deal.
Kai and Sumire do have, like, a very amicable relationship right now.
Sure.
She's one of the only people who actually likes him still, despite him basically fucking off to Medius. So, like, they do have a good history, and they still like each other.
Yeah.
They're still friends.
I do definitely like the idea of Kai and Izuka.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I said...
Kai and Tsubaki, I think, would be interesting because I forget who it was implied, but I know you implied Tsubaki had a crush on... It was either Kai or
Ryuji?
Yes. I forget which one. Maybe it was a bit of both.
It was a bit of both, honestly.
Okay.
So it's just like, yeah... I wouldn't go so far to say as Sumire has a crush on Kai, but they definitely do, see each other as friends at the very least.
Yeah.
It could grow into a romance, though. I can see potential for that.
But yeah, Kai and Izuka could be very interesting, I think.
Like, I said this before during a...
I do at least want to see a Kai and Tsubaki support chain, if only because I think it would reveal more of the kind of character Tsubaki is, even if it doesn't end in S.
Yeah, I really do need to get their support chain up and going. Like, that's a SpongeBob meme reading two sides of the book.
What's GNS referring to?
Hold on, I'm pulling.
And what's the significance?
Hold on. It's basically...
I didn't grow up watching SpongeBob, and it's never...
It's just like a still, like, it's just like a still frame from it, but it's just like... hold on. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so it's this meme. You basically have, like, two things on each side of the book and trying to get both at the same time, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what's the significance or idea behind it?
It's just, like, two contrasting ideas, but you want both of them to work, basically, or you want to think about both at the same time.
Oh.
Yes. But yeah, I do want to write up to...
Kai and Nagisa, just no. I really don't...
You say no, but...
One of them is going to kill the other.
But... You say no.
I don't see Nagisa ending up with anyone.
I don't either, but... That doesn't mean they can't have an S support.
Actually, I do see her ending up with someone.
Okay.
The Grim Reaper.
And again, I keep saying both you and Blade fucking hate her. And I'm just like, I keep saying, like, I'm trying to make her more sympathetic even though she's an ass. Like, I'm trying so hard, but you keep skipping the cutscenes even though I rewrote some shit.
Darling, you're talking to two people that I'm pretty sure we both fundamentally really hate assholes.
I know, but I'm just saying. I'm not
saying that there shouldn't be characters like that existing.
Yes.
I think you need to have that as kind of a foil.
Yes.
Kind of like Grumpy in Snow White and the Seven Dwarves.
Yeah.
He's very much a foil in contrast to how all the other dwarves are.
Yes.
Oh, he's just grumpy. He's not an asshole.
Yeah. Blade liked your Grim Reaper joke, by the way. Anyway, but what I'm saying is just like it could be like a sort of a rivals to lovers thing or enemies to lovers thing with Kai and Nagisa. I'm just saying. Like it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm just saying that there's potential there. That's all I'm saying.
So who do we have left? I know we have a lot still.
Yeah. I will say that I do want to get probably...
Some characters will have very limited romantic support, and specifically the children characters.
Yeah.
Or the characters that lean towards more being a child.
Yeah. But yeah, I do want to write stuff for Tsubaki and Kai specifically, because it's just like their whole support chain is just like Tsubaki just accepting the fact that, you know, Kai isn't into her and has never been into her, but she in her head is just like, wow, I love my bodyguard so much, and one day I will marry him. Like, girl, no, I'm sorry, but that's not happening. I'm so sorry.
I have noticed one thing with Tsubaki.
Yeah.
Despite being a refined princess and all that.
Yeah.
She seems to have a thing for rugged men.
Okay. It's only really hinted at with that C support with Ryuji, though.
She had a thing for Kai, though, too.
Uh-huh.
Who was something of a mercenary and the like. And then we have Ryuji. And I just find that incredibly amusing.
I will say, though, another thing. Kai and Sumire, like, as I kept talking about it, I'm just like, you know what, I should write their support, because I'm just like, yeah, again, like, Sumire is the only one from Marinus who worked under the Emperor that still likes him, you know?
I think I would like her, I just don't have a good feel for her character as of yet.
Yeah, I just need to write more for her. But again, looking at character notes does help.
Yeah. Reem, I think, it was a pretty easy to get at least a skeleton of a feel for her character.
Yeah.
Just with what you have as far as her design.
Yeah. I'm gonna be real, though, with
In fairness, Sumire has been working overtime
Yeah, she's been stressed the fuck out for, like, over a year.
Like, it's very much implied she's been working overtime.
Yeah, it's just like, the whole situation with the Emperor has her stressed as hell.
Like, she's been working over hours.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that should cover everything for Kai, at least in terms of pairings that I... Other than the gay ones, which I will cover myself.
She's been having too many energy drinks to try to stay awake.
Yeah, no. Kai and Trevor, at first I did want them just to remain at A, but then I'm like, wait, what if they did kiss, though? Like, what if they did kiss? They could totally kiss. Which is why they're at S now.
I'm not going to comment on this one, otherwise I might say something that will hint at the spoilery aspects of this one.
I will say that Kai and Trevor's support really does go into Trevor's backstory, so yeah, it is a little spoilery in that regard, but like...
That's not to say PK is saying don't read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that their S support is very spoilery in terms... because it does reference, like, how the game is going to end, so I will say... For that reason, don't check out the S support in the Google Docs if you don't want to be spoiled about that sort of thing. But yeah, I want them to kiss. And then there's also Kai and Ryuji. That was just like, that was up for consideration for the longest time as like a canon support for Kai. But as the more I thought about it, I'm just like, no. Not really. Like, Kai was in love with Ryuji for the longest time, but I just don't think that the relationship would work out. There's reasons why I'm just like, no. Kai has a very complicated, like, perspective on love and relationships to the point where I'm like, I don't think him getting into a romantic relationship is going to help that anything. Which is why his canonical relationship is an A+ support with Tsurugi. Because he just needs a good friend. He just needs a good shoulder to lean on, and Tsurugi can provide that. I have also thought about shipping them romantically, because I think it's just cute, but no, canonically, they're just really good friends. So that's how that's gonna end up.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get us both something to drink.
Okay, thank you. I would love that.
I know I'm getting a little thirsty.
Yeah. Kind of want to look at some other stuff here. Who else is up for consideration here?
I don't know.
I am looking.
Of course you're looking.
I am looking.
Very disrespectfully, I might add.
I am looking. I think those are the only ones for Kai that I can really think of. But, like, yeah, again, like I said, for the longest time, him and Ryuji were just like, yeah, they could kiss, but it's just like, yeah, no. Nah. But yeah, we can move on to Trevor, and, like, Krista and Trevor.
I think I'll have you.
Just have me, like, talk about Trevor's ships? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if I talk about Trevor's ships, I might give something away as far as the spoilery element.
Alright, yeah. But yeah.
That's based off of maybe the ships that I will mention that I like.
Yeah.
Which I'm really trying to avoid because I'm pretty sure you wanted it to be kind of a surprise reveal that players discover on their own gradually.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Trevor is a good boy and I love him forever. You know, we already talked about why I like Krista and Trevor and Kai and Trevor. Krista and Trevor is very much the pure childhood friendship that I really like. I love them very, very much. Trevor and Anil, I know I made that S support with them. I just think it's cute. I feel very neutral about it, looking back on it. It doesn't elicit a strong emotion in my heart as much as it did before. I just thought it was just like, yeah, the mute guy, you know, gets paired off with the guy who talks too much. I think it was just like, heh.
That's kind of hilarious, honestly.
Yeah, it is like, yeah, it's funny. It's just a fun, cute ship, and I think it works.
The guy who doesn't talk and then the guy who doesn't stop talking.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking through, like, okay, Trevor and Zhang, I think they're just gonna be friends, no matter what. It's just like, I have our support written out for them, but it's meh. Trevor and Azure could be a thing. I still have to flesh out their support a little more. I have their C, and I have their A drafted out, but I think that's as far as they're gonna go. I think they're just gonna stay as friends, personally. Now, this is going to be a bit of a hear me out, but, like, Trevor and Parker, though, maybe? I don't know. Parker might be a little too old for Trevor, since Trevor's, like, 19, and Parker's like, I need to check my notes. I need to check my notes. How old did I make Parker? Because I know he's 30 years old. He's pretty much almost twice.
He's almost as old as Rembrandt.
Yeah. Yeah, like, that's a bit too much of an age difference for my liking. I'm like, maybe not. I don't know.
How many years have gone by?
In terms of?
Between here and the sequel.
Sequel, there's gonna be, like, approximately a 20-year time skip.
Okay, so, in theory, a lot of these characters could all still be alive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of them will probably lean in towards the Jagan/Goto archetypes, but still.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the ones who are teenagers at the very least will very much still be alive. I don't plan on killing them off in between time skip, if that's any consolation to anyone.
Oh, you see these people? They're dead now. You should feel bad. That's a reference to terrible writing advice covering different genres and how not to write them.
This is Fire Emblem. Parenthood has 2% survival rate. Ha ha. Ha ha. Anyway. I'm just trying to think if there's anyone in Act 2 I would pair Trevor off with, and I'm just like... I don't really see him working with anyone else. Actually, Tsubaki and Trevor wouldn't be too bad either. I don't mind that being a thing, even though I don't see them as canon, but I think that could work? Question mark? But yeah, I think that should be it for Trevor. I think I covered everything that I wanted with him. Chell! We can move on to her, the girl.
Alright, so what would you consider her canon pairing?
Obviously with Sam. Obviously.
Right, so why is that the canon pairing for you?
They've got...
I don't mind you, I'm just wondering.
They have their history together.
So what's their history?
Yeah, they have been... I want to say that, you know...
Because, yeah, I haven't looked at the timeline, for example.
Yeah, Sam was hired by the royal family.
Because I was worried that might have spoilery information that I really wanted to discover on my own.
I took out any spoilers that might be coming up in Act 3.
Okay.
Yeah, there's just, like, vague allusions to being like, hey, there's some backstory stuff that needs to be spoilered. Are you gonna get me attached and break my heart? Oh, Star, you know, I add angst to everything I do, so the answer will be yes. The answer will absolutely be
PK
yes.
likes emotional roller coasters.
Yeah. So the answer is yes. It's a hard yes.
But I don't see PK killing off any character in this game.
At least not in this entry. I mean,
well,
what?
except for Krista's lover.
Yeah, but that like happened prior.
And even then, I really question if he's dead. I'm just saying.
Anyway.
Yeah, PK's giving me a look that makes me wonder if I'm on the right track.
Anyway. But yeah, the reason why Chell and Sam are you know, canon. Well, in terms of like backstory, Sam was hired by the Median royal family to teach Krista how to use axes.
Oh, okay.
So, at some point, he and
so
Chell...
why wasn't it Krista's Chell's dad that did that?
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to think of how I wrote out timeline shit.
Do you need to reference it?
I do. Hold on. I gotta reference it. I might be going off of old notes.
You might be.
I probably am. Hold on.
Because I think you established Chell's dad was basically the equivalent of the hero class, so he would have known how to use both swords and axes.
Yeah. I am going off of old notes. Because he
Uh-oh.
did teach her how to use swords. Axes might have been part of it as well, but I'm just like... I have been... Hey, Shadow, good to see you, man. I'm just trying to think about, like, okay. He could have technically taught her axes. I could justify it in that, oh, they want someone from Oregot specifically because they have their best... Because the best axe fighters tend to come from Oregot. I could justify it in that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, alright, we'll add that to the notes.
Still sounds like stupid logic, but okay.
But yeah. But with that in mind, that's how at least Chell and Sam met, and then they've known each other for years since then.
Okay.
And then eventually they started dating. Eventually.
Because with that one comment from between Krista and Forrest, it seems like initially Sam and Krista were probably into each other, and Chell and Forrest were into each other originally.
Sure.
You know what I'm referring to?
Yeah. Of course I know what you're referring to.
And then bandits happened.
Yeah, and then bandits happened, and then everything gone to shit.
Okay. Now, as far as her other options,
How about Chell and Taylor?
Chell and Taylor, I think, would be interesting just because another axe-wielding dude.
Yeah. They are the leaders of their, like, respective divisions in the army, too, so there could be something there.
Chell and Anil would be interesting because, well, Archer and Pegasus.
Yeah.
I am working on something with Chell and Joshua. I think I'm only at the B support for them.
Okay.
But I believe I showed it to you, and I at least think it's going in a nice direction. I'm liking it.
Uh-huh. How about Chell and Rembrandt?
Maybe.
I wasn't really thinking about it before, but I'm like...
Or Chell and Parker.
Chell and Parker.
Parker's not her cousin, so we don't have that legal reason.
I keep forgetting that Parker is, like, a viable bachelor because...
I keep forgetting about him, too, just because he joins in Act 2, and he basically has the same utility that Forrest does.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about...
I.e., pre-promoted Mage Knight.
Yeah, the reason why I keep forgetting Parker's an eligible bachelor is because I partially based him off my brother, and I don't see my brother that way.
Oh.
So I'm just like, oh yeah, Parker can get married off, and like my brother's still single, and he's like not interested in a relationship right now. He's trying to get himself established,
which is very responsible.
Yeah,
by the way.
So that's like the main reason I'm like, oh yeah, Parker can get married to someone. He's not my actual brother. I just partially based him off of him. Did I do Krista Felicity? I have it partially done. I haven't have it fully done yet, but I do have like an idea of the direction I want it to go. I still need to do like the A support and the S support, and the B support is partially scripted out. I just need to get some more stuff written for it.
Who else do we have? In the list, honey.
Hold on. No, you've done nothing wrong, Star. You're fine. You're fine. If I implied that you did something wrong, I'm sorry. No.
I think it's just how she's expressing it is what I think. Because I don't think you've said anything that would indicate as such.
Nah.
I think Chell and Ryuji could be interesting.
Okay.
But since Ryuji is a leader of a band of pirates, she could, in theory, have the same perspective on pirates that Lin had.
That's true, yeah.
So that might be interesting for some contention there.
Yeah.
So, just for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
On the one hand, Taichi's technically not too young, but at the same time, while he does act a bit more mature than, say, Celeste, for example.
Yeah.
I have a hard time thinking of him as anything other than a kid.
Yeah, like, that is, like, at least a 10-year age difference, if not exactly 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because, Chell is 28, he's 18, that's a 10-year difference.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh,
yeah. I mean, technically still legal, but,
that's very questionable still. He was very...
I'd rather not, thank you.
No.
I'd rather not.
We're
not doing the intelligent system shenanigans.
Yeah, no.
Let's see who. Tsurugi maybe could be interesting, but again, I don't have a good feel for his character yet, so that one's hard to say.
I can... maybe.
Chell and Khalid would be interesting just because they're two flyers,
Sure.
but different types of flyers.
Yeah.
I think Chell and Masashi would be very amusing.
Okay.
Just because, well, Masashi is the whole womanizing flirt.
Mm-hmm.
Chell is level-headed and motherly.
Yeah.
I feel like she would have a reaction similar to Cherche and Virion.
Ooh, okay.
If you remember that one.
Yeah.
Plus, again, I think the whole, like, Archer in a support with a flyer is just amusing because of the whole bonus damage from archers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hikaru could be interesting. I don't quite have a good feel for his character.
Okay. Maybe.
But that could be interesting, possibly.
Okay.
It kind of reminds me of the whole Titania and what was his name? The priest in the Talia's games.
Reese?
Reese, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Star, you can melee water.
Chell and Judah is a no. That is a no.
I'm thinking about it, though.
We are killing him.
I'm thinking about it, though.
Who's Kira's? Or is that just a placeholder for now?
No, Kira's is a child.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was really hard for me to tell.
Yeah.
Because the portraits here are really small.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking who Kira's was.
Yeah. Torgen is a no. I think that's an obvious one.
Just because bandits?
Yeah. I don't think she would want to get together with someone who was involved with kidnapping Krista 8 years ago.
Yeah, probably not.
No, yeah.
It would be interesting for friction, though.
It would be. Like, we could have them support, but I doubt it would be anything romantic.
It really would depend on how it started and what direction it went. But yeah, as of right now, no, I agree.
Yeah.
How about Chell and Irvin? Oh, right, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Okay, we have Sam next.
Why don't you start this one off? I might touch on ones that I also like, but I think this one's gonna feel weird for me.
That's fair. We already touched upon Sam and Krista. I think
okay.
That one's just a silly one. Which again, I say again, it is very ironic considering who they're based off of, but whatever. Sam and Alex could be pretty good. We already have something kind of going.
I really like that one. It's a pretty wholesome one. I like that one.
Mm-hmm.
The Sam and Echo one it's just been a lot of fun to write.
Yeah, just with the direction it's going, I don't really sense anything going in a romantic direction, personally.
Necessarily, but yeah, we'll see.
There could be potential, but I'm just like, yeah. Sam X, his true calling of Arcsage.
Wait, what? Sam X... No! Sam has a potato magic growth. It is literal potato.
It is so potato. Referencing my magic blessed.
Yeah. Do you know what the Sam's magic growth was when GNS did that?
I don't remember.
Because it might be lower now.
Yeah, because it couldn't have been over 25.
Yeah.
At the very least.
But yeah, no, I do like the Sam and Alex one.
Yeah.
And the Sam and Echo one has just been a lot of fun to write.
Sure.
I haven't done anything for Felicity, although I did do a Felicity and Joshua one, and I like how it started and just where it went.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'll do anything for Sam and Felicity necessarily, but we'll see.
Okay. Think was 15%? Okay, it's still 15% then.
Yeah. Jane, I don't really see anything, but it might just be because her current portrait makes her look
like a
lot younger than what you actually have her imagine her as.
Yeah.
So that might be a big limiter there.
Sure.
After PK redesigns Jane, I might be able to more easily do something, but we'll see.
Yeah, because she's supposed to be, like, in her 20s.
Okay.
Like, so...
Because right now, she just looks like child.
Yeah.
So that might be a big limiting factor there.
Yeah.
I do want to kind of bro sort of support between Sam and Ryuji.
Okay.
Sam and Taiga, I think, would just be a ton of fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm also, when I can, I have worked off and on a non-romantic support chain with Sam and Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
I like how that's going, too.
Yeah. Someone thought Shang was younger and wrote her as such. Yeah, and that really bothered me. Like, no, she's not supposed to be a child. I understand she looks that way, but no.
Yeah, I think that might be why I haven't really done many supports, is because, yeah, it just really seems to affect how I view her.
I'm doing her next. Because I'm just like, she's not supposed to be a child, guys.
Yeah, no, I realize that. I think that's kind of... but I know you eventually want to redo everyone.
Yeah.
So I think I've kind of been waiting until you do redo her.
Yeah.
Then I can see how you actually imagine her.
Yeah.
Which would probably make it easier for me to do her supports and everything.
Yeah. Sam X Nagi said do it. That would be a disaster. That it would.
Yeah, no. I think I've only done the C one, but I have enjoyed the Sam and Celeste.
Yeah.
Again, non-romantic, but
yeah.
it's just like I've really been, wholesome. Yeah.
Do you have an idea of how to continue it?
That, not really.
Okay.
I mainly had in mind, he more or less guides her along as far as like being a better axe fighter, maybe some tips on like kind of mercenary-esque work as she gets older, that kind of deal.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the main idea I was kind of leaning towards.
Yeah.
Did I mention it? Yeah, same type. Yeah.
Didn't get a child vibe from her. GNS, thank you. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, maybe GNS was focusing more on how she actually spoke, which, good for him.
Thank you, GNS. That makes me really happy to hear.
It doesn't help when you were working with splicing.
Yeah.
That definitely helps. Yeah, very much so, Blade. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I've done a little bit with, again, non-romantic Sam and Lynn. I think that's been pretty good.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything with Sam and Yumi. Maybe I should. I think that could be amusing.
Mm-hmm.
As Blade already knows, I did do a Sam and Reem.
Yes, that was off to a very great start, my darling. What an opener. Oh, like, hi, wow, you're hot. Like, dang, all right out the gate.
I will say I love the idea of Sam and Yukino, even though I haven't really done anything with them.
Okay.
We have the big, burly axe fighter, and then we have the elegant, dexterous sword fighter.
Sure. Didn't think Shang is his child, if that's worth anything. Thank you, Blade. It's just like, yeah, like she's not supposed to be, but thank you.
Sumire, I think, has potential, especially if I get a feel for what her character's like and whether that might mesh well with Sam or not.
Okay. Bartran and Carla. Yes! Exactly!
Exactly, yes!
Yes!
Very much so. Yeah, we gotta keep the trope rolling. Let's see. Samir is a maybe. I think it really depends on what Samir's character is.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, it is hard to get a good feel for her character.
Yeah.
Azuka, again, hard. I'm not entirely sure what her character is.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there could be some interesting things explored with Sam and Azuka.
Okay.
Tsubaki, I think, would just be amusing, because even if it doesn't end in S.
Sure.
Because I think it is hinted that she likes the rough, rugged men.
Sure.
Yeah. And Nagisa is no.
Yeah, it's an obvious no.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is gonna kill each other.
Yeah, I think that's an obvious one. Yeah, it's Sumire.
Oh.
Yes.
How am I supposed to know that?
Because it's supposed to be a Japanese name?
Do I look like I know Japanese names?
No. But anyway. Okay, Aqua, my most purest of girls.
I didn't grow up watching anime, darling. I'm sorry.
I know. But anyway.
And the anime I do watch even now I'm very selective.
Yeah, I know. But anyway. We got Aqua.
Aqua is adorable.
She's our
and needs to be protected at all costs.
She's our little cinnamon bun.
And we're starting things off with the canon pairing of Aqua and Semi.
Yeah, they're together and they will kiss each other.
Although
I don't really
can we do anything with Aqua and Michael?
I want to. I really do.
I'm not sure how big of a difference it is, but while we mention Michael, I do want to do a Michael and Sumire.
Yeah, okay.
Even if it doesn't end in S and it just goes up to A, I think there could be some adorable things there.
Sure, yeah. I mean, Sumire is like 9 years older than him. Or 11.
Yeah, like I said, even if it just ends in A, yeah. Anyone else? We don't really have a lot, honestly.
Yeah, in terms...
Because a lot of these are just, they're just friends.
Yeah.
Mentor and mentee.
Yeah.
Aqua and Cole could work.
It could.
What about Haruka and Taichi? Could either of them work?
I feel like Aqua could get with either brother. Honest.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it could work.
Hopefully Taichi, because he's the smarter one.
He's the smarter one. And I think that's pretty much it for Aqua, really.
Unfortunately, someone like Aqua is going to get the short end of the stick just because you do have some child characters, but they are lacking.
Yeah. Not that it really matters. I mean, she is supposed to canonically end up with Semi anyway.
And this is not shipping Emblem.
But yeah, speaking of Semi, we can move on to him. So while he is canonically with Aqua, I have played around with the idea of him and Lynn getting together.
Okay.
Yeah.
And while not, I don't think it's a romantic support chain, I do like what you did with him and Kristoff. It's
very good. It gives a good amount of backstory. Mm-hmm. And plus it kind of hints at something else going on in terms of world building.
Okay.
In the A support specifically.
Okay.
I won't point out what it is, but it is a little something that is just like, that's... Why are we pointing this out? It's just like, if you pick up on it.
And he's Batman. He sits at his bat desk and writes bat letters all day long.
Semi and Lucy would be a very cute opposites attract sort of thing.
Yeah, I think you could do some very adorable things there.
Mm-hmm. I have played around with that idea. I'm just like, I just don't know what to write for it specifically, though.
Yeah, we'll think of something eventually.
Yeah.
Semi and Viola could maybe work.
Okay.
Because despite being maybe comparable a little bit to someone like Sam or Kai, I have a really hard time actually shipping her with her.
Okay.
Just because of how she acts.
Sure.
I'm not saying this is any better. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How do you see Viola? Because she really acts like she's not an adult, shall we say.
Yeah, I will say that the trauma of losing her parents has made her mentally kind of age back a little bit, I guess, to a lot younger than she is physically.
Yeah.
She is mentally younger.
To the point where Lynn actually acts older than she is.
Yeah. So I will say the trauma has affected her mentally.
Yeah.
I will say that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think I actually started a support chain with Aqua and Sam, didn't I?
Wait. Sorry. I had to lower the background music volume.
Didn't I start a support with Aqua and Sam?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Which will, yeah, that is going to be a non-romantic one.
Yeah,
but,
for obvious reasons.
But yeah, that was a fun one to write.
Okay.
Aqua and Azure will be nice to explore just to see, you know, their sibling dynamic and all that.
Yeah.
Maybe learn a little bit about their family, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
How about Aqua and Cole?
Aqua and Cole could work. I just don't know what they would, what their support chain would entail necessarily.
Things?
Things.
I'm kind of skipping Anna and Jake because, well, yes, we could do support chains there. They are not going to have any other S support than with each other, so,
yeah. They are happily going to be together forever, and Anna is pregnant in the middle of the story.
I do have an idea for an Anna and Sam support, though.
Yes.
So, weapon stores are running kind of low.
Uh-huh.
So Sam's like, oh, problem solved. Now, his solution is one of two things. Either he runs back to his place and just throws all these weapons and items at Anna.
Uh-huh.
Or he takes Anna with him and they go raid a bandit fortress and then take all the weapons from the dead bandits.
I mean, you don't know she's pregnant until you get the S support with Anna and Jake.
I would imagine it's implied that doesn't happen till much later into Cycle of Remorse.
Yeah.
Like, at least halfway through or something.
Yeah, I would say that Anna's just, like, very early into her first trimester, if anything, so it's just like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Not you.
Yes. Yeah. Ah! Jesus, please. Yes, my darling, do you have something to say? Something to say, my darling.
That's probably better if I don't.
Okay. Yes, he's been rendered speechless.
I need a drink.
Alright. Let's see. In terms of other ships, we've got Semi and Celeste, which has some potential, I suppose. Probably, maybe.
That can be kind of interesting.
Yeah. And then I've already covered Semi and Lin probably being a thing, maybe. Semi and Tsubaki, I won't say no, but I'm not necessarily saying yes either. Maybe? I don't freaking know. Semi and Kira's is also one where it's just like an opposite attract sort of thing, I feel. I have also played with the idea of Semi and Azure ending up together, like, sure. But they are butting heads with each other right now, so, like, it's gonna take some prodding and pushing. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for Semi. We can move on to Taylor.
What about Taylor?
Yeah, we got Taylor and his canonical girlfriend, Alex.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the stupid one and the smart one.
Yeah.
A classic combination.
Yeah, our Christmas cabs together. It's a classic. Can't wait to get to the Tsubaki. I have a note that I love bringing up.
Nice. All right. Yeah, Taylor and Alex.
Yeah.
Taylor and Chell, like we discussed earlier, could be interesting.
Yeah.
Taylor and Krista also could be interesting. She marries one of her faithful knights.
Yeah.
I forget if I mentioned this, but I do like the idea of Anil and Krista.
Okay.
Just because Anil's the mute archer, and then he ends up with a princess of a land.
Yeah.
So he got a catch, and quite a catch. So, but yeah, anyway. Taylor and Alex, yeah, very good one.
Yeah.
Taylor and Felicity, if you explored it just based off that base conversation, I think could be very amusing.
Oh, that would be a very funny one, if anything.
Whether it would end in S or not depends really on how it would progress, but I think that could be so amusing.
Sure.
Just based on what you did with the base conversation.
Sure. Yeah.
Which I completely forgot about until now.
Uh-huh. You get a free fish out of it.
Teach a man to fish. That one's so amusing.
It's so good.
Let's see. Maybe Taylor and Echo. There's potential there for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe Taylor and Marina.
Taylor and Marina, I've been wanting to do some sort of support with them. Not sure if necessarily romantic, but I've just been thinking about it.
Yeah, because even if eligible, just because they can doesn't mean they have to kind of deal.
Yeah.
Because one thing I hate that Awakening started is every guy and girl support chain has to end in S.
Yeah.
And I really hate that logic because then we ended up with things like Naui and Gregor. Now we should have had a couple potential support partners. Mm-hmm. Naui and Rickon.
Yeah.
Or Naui and Robin if Robin is the small build.
Yeah.
Naui and Donald. That could also have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They really should have really limited it, and I don't think it would have been that hard to do.
Let's see. How do you think Pearl shipping your game characters would go? I honestly have no idea. With a child system, that's kind of one of the necessary evils, I guess. Still, we could keep the characters to shipping with, getting with people who are their similar ages, though.
Kind of, but, not necessarily. I think you can still have a child system, but not have it where, yeah.
Yeah.
But it does depend on how robust your cast is, too, so there's that.
Yeah.
We're on Taylor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Taylor and Celeste would be interesting, but non-romantic, of course.
Yeah.
Taylor and Jane, maybe. It really depends on how Jane ends up developing as a character.
Sure.
Taylor and Taiga would be so funny.
Yeah.
Just because the two stupid axe people.
Honestly, though, I
want... That would be so funny.
I would love these two idiots to kiss, honestly. I think that would be really freaking funny.
They're two dumb idiots being dumb idiots together. Right.
Yeah, just two big dumb idiots. Just, yeah.
He has a drinking problem. She has a gambling problem. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's too chaotic.
Well, not quite, no. It's not really a drinking problem, per se, but it's implied it's how he relaxes.
Yeah, it's just like two chaotic idiots together. I think that would be lovely, actually.
What do you think about Taylor and Yumi?
Yumi?
With how Yumi is, I think that could be interesting.
Sure. Okay. There's potential.
Yeah. I like the idea of Taylor and Reem, though.
Okay.
It's again the whole, smart and stupid.
Uh-huh.
Yes, one thing I'm pretty sure Reem is not is stupid.
Yeah, no, she is not.
We don't have that great of a feel for her yet, but yeah.
Yeah, we can make each other worse. They'd be out of money by the end of 2 weeks. True.
Wait, what?
Commenting on Taylor and Taiga together. We can make each other worse.
Could be out of money by the end of 2 weeks. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. What would you think of Taylor and Yukino, though? I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Lex and Aira support all over again. Except that Taylor doesn't have a brave axe. Help! We need money! Let's see. Who else, maybe? What about Taylor and Sumiri? Right.
Yeah, I think there could be something there. I just gotta figure out, what they would actually talk about. But I think there could be something.
Taylor and Azuka or Tsubaki, either of them?
I gotta do some thinking about that one.
Taylor and Nagasan. Taylor becomes a full-blown alcoholic.
Let's see. Why is Yukino doesn't like men paired up with stupid men? Because the contrast. The contrast is so good.
Does she not like men? I was more under the impression she didn't like that particular guy, and she didn't like what the mayor was doing.
Kinda, yeah.
Or are you still developing her?
I mean, it's kind of implied to be sort of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Paired up with stupid men. Mm-hmm. At least Sam isn't stupid.
Yeah, true.
I mean, he's not a genius, but he's not Tega levels of stupid either.
Yeah. We can move on to Alex.
I like her.
Yeah.
She's good.
Yeah, she's...
I was actually looking at her base scrolls, and yeah, she would be a pretty good one, I think, to give the Orgot scroll to.
Yeah.
Because it would bump a lot of her growths into the 50s and 60s. Mm-hmm. Which is pretty strong, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's with understanding what Chell is saying. He can be a little dense.
Wait, yeah, what was she saying?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Alright. But yeah, we have Alex and Taylor.
Uh-huh.
Alex and Taylor. I really like how he started that. That was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alex and Nell could probably be nice.
Yeah. There's potential there, I think.
I want to redo the Alex and Joshua one. It has... The problem with it is it has the feel of being written at a time when I didn't have a good feel for Joshua as a character.
Okay.
And I was like, I like the idea of these two hitting it off. Let's do something.
Sure.
I feel like, I'm pretty sure there's a couple other supports that have that same feel to them.
Uh-huh.
Where, like, I didn't have a good feel for this or that character in this combination.
Yeah.
So I would like to redo some of them, but yeah.
Sure. Maybe Alex and Parker? I don't know, maybe.
It doesn't help that you really don't have any supports for Parker.
Yeah.
Alex and Ryuji?
I have been thinking about that. I'm just like, yeah. I think I think they have potential to hit it off.
Oh, they do?
I think so.
And what's the age difference with, say, someone like Taichi?
Taichi, I think he's only like 2 years younger.
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
I do...
3 years, but like still.
That's not bad, actually.
That's not bad at all,
no.
yeah.
So that could work. Mm-hmm. Alex and Khalid. She trades one flat, stupid idiot for another stupid idiot.
Yeah, I mean, it could work.
This one is flying. It's an improvement. Slightly.
Yeah.
A slight improvement.
I feel like Alex and Tsurugi would be kind of cute. Let's see. Granted, she's probably prefers these stupid honest men over her ex-husband. Yeah, honestly, though, for Yukino, yeah. True.
Wait, she had an ex-husband?
Yes. This is why you look at the character notes, darling. I wrote this down.
You did?
Yes.
When?
A long time ago. This is why you look at the character notes.
Oh. I work on supports off and on.
It helps it to look at the character notes. They're right there in the support folder.
Oh.
My goodness.
Anyway. What about Haruki? Could he work in theory?
Haruki's like...
Because
Haruki's 14.
Okay, that's a no.
Yeah.
That's a no.
But yeah, Alex and
Like,
Tsurugi...
maybe once Haruki got a bit older, it might not be as bad.
Yeah.
But as of right now, nah.
Nah.
That's a no.
Yeah.
Tsurugi, I keep forgetting he exists.
But yeah, I think there's potential there. But again, I would need to write out stuff to get a better feel.
I will say, I do like the idea of Alex and Masashi.
Okay, go on.
Alex strikes me as the kind of girl that Masashi would originally just ignore, kind of.
Okay.
But has a lot of the traits that Musashi's actually looking for.
Interesting.
You know, she's already shown to be a reader.
Mm-hmm.
She has an understanding of and a very refined taste of tea.
Yeah.
Which, with where Musashi comes from, I think he would appreciate that.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could be mistaken, but that's kind of my line of thinking there.
Yeah. I think Alex and Hikaru could also have some potential as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to do more with Hikaru. He strikes me as a fun character, but we just haven't had a chance to do much with him.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about, like, what if Alex and Judah, though? I'm just like, there's potential here.
Judah needs to die.
You distrust him so much. He's a good guy.
No.
He's a good guy.
Name one good Judah.
It's him. He's a good boy.
No, he's not.
He's a good boy.
You are not an unbiased source with your own OCs.
He's a good boy. He's a very good boy.
You said the same about Lithis.
But Judah's a good boy. He has done nothing wrong.
You said the same about Lithis.
Judah is a good boy. I say that as I, push the Krista and Judah support to the side. We're ignoring that one. We are ignoring what happens in that one. But he's a good boy otherwise.
You said the same about Lithis from Thracia 776. Oh yeah, Van needs to play that game again. Thracia 776.
Oh.
He needs to appreciate actually good Fire Emblem games. Let's see. Who were we talking about again?
I think we've just finished up with Alex, so we can move on to Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy and Semi I think would be cute, like we mentioned already.
Yeah.
Lucy and Michael would also be adorable. Actually, I did a Lucy and Michael support recently.
Oh, you did?
Remember?
I do not remember. Hold on. I'm looking at the... Hold on. I do not remember.
It had They are baby!
Oh, right. They are baby. How could I forget them being baby? They are so baby. They are absolutely...
I mean, you can still look at it if you want.
They are baby. They are so small. They are small and baby, and they are baby. They are small.
Thank you for that, darling.
They're so small and baby.
How old did we make Lucy?
Lucy's 16.
How old is Anil?
Anil is 20. I'm double checking.
She's a little young, but in theory, like, give a few years.
Anil is 22. Never mind.
Okay.
That's why I have the character notes.
If some time passed, technically Lucy and Anil could work, but as things stand right now,
is like
and assuming only a couple years pass, no, it's a no.
No.
Yeah, that's a no. Mm-hmm. The timing is just not right. Let's see. So Lucy and Michael is a definite yes.
Yeah.
That's not to say she won't have like up to A supports with any of these others.
Yeah. Lucy and Azure, maybe.
I would. That could probably work. Yeah. Probably Lucy and Cole.
Yeah.
Lucy and that other guy.
Mm-hmm.
Probably definitely Lucy and Taichi and Haraki, I think.
Haruki?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm leaning back and relaxing. I can't quite read all the names.
I can lean the laptop screen down for you.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as I can still see it. And I can.
Okay. Who else do we got?
That might be it for potential
Yeah, because
ones.
you only have a very small handful of child characters.
Yeah. Echo.
I am leaning more towards Lucy and Michael, except that Michael and Celeste is the most likely canon option for them.
Yeah.
And let's face it, Semiana and Aqua is going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Lucy needs an eligible bachelor. Or bachelor to be. But yeah, do you want to talk about Echo? What are some of your favorites?
Echo and Anil is just beautiful.
Yeah,
It's good. It's canon.
Especially based because of the inspiration for the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that at all, or nah?
Yeah, I mean, so they were... I think I mentioned this before, but they were part of my original story with Souls Intertwined. And from there, they were based off of Link and Navi from Legend of Zelda. Like, very loosely based off the two of them. But yeah, and then their support here, very solid. You get a sense of, like, yeah, they've been working together for a while. They got a good sense of, like being together and whatever. Not much else to say beyond that. But yeah. I know you said you've liked Echo and Joshua a lot.
Yeah, I just with her coloring, like, I like the two blue-haired people together. I think they would look good together. Also, she's a very tanky spellcaster.
Yep.
He's a tanky mercenary. And while technically more of an arena fighter, they both have the mercenary angle going. So, yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Echo and Michael might be cute depending on how much of an age difference there is.
There is a 6-year age difference.
Ah.
Yeah.
That could be bad depending on, like, how old Michael actually is.
He's 16.
Okay, that's a no.
Yeah, it's a no.
That's a no.
Yeah.
That is a no.
Sam cares so much about gameplay things in a shipping discussion. True!
Wait, has that been a thing this whole time?
Kind of, yes.
How so?
I mean...
I haven't been keeping track.
It's that... It feels like when it comes to it, while it's not like a dominant thing that we touch upon, you have been talking about class and maybe possible growths and whatever.
Oh!
Yeah.
I have?
Yes.
Yeah, Sam is not a big shipping person if you haven't noticed. Already. Thanks, Blade. Thank you for the support. Yes, I am joking with that. But anyway, yeah, moving on.
Echo and...
Echo and Rembrandt.
The thing that's really getting me with Rembrandt is that he feels too much of a dad.
She's a fairy. What does it matter?
And plus, there's like a 13-year age difference right there.
She's a fairy. She has all the time in the world.
I can recognize cute when I see it. True.
But yeah, I do like the idea of Echo and Joshua together. I think they would look good together. Echo and Parker might work. Maybe.
Again, I have to get over the fact that I based Parker off of my brother a little bit. It's just like, yeah, he's gonna stay single forever. Like, no, he's not. He doesn't have to.
Maybe Echo and Ryuji. Maybe. Do Haruki and Taichi have the same problem as Michael?
Yeah, Haruki's 14, Taichi's 18. Taichi's less of a problem.
So Taichi could work.
It could, yeah.
What about Tsurugi?
Tsurugi, I think, could work pretty dang well, actually. I think there could be a lot of potential there. Seems someone else has to write for Parker, it seems. Probably. Just until I can get over myself a little bit.
It doesn't help that we have so many characters, each with multiple options.
Yeah.
Yeah. Khalid?
Possibly. I gotta think about it a bit.
I will say, I have started in Echo and Masashi, and that has just been a very amusing and fun to do.
Sure.
Even, I don't know if it will end in an S necessarily, but yeah.
Yeah. Echo and Hikaru would be very freaking interesting.
That would be fun to work just because he's a bishop, isn't he?
Yes.
And then she's a monk, so they're both the light magic practitioner.
Yeah, but like they have very contrasting views on religion. I think that would be very interesting.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Yeah, so it's just like, if anything, it would be a very interesting support to write. It doesn't even have to be romantic. I think it would just be a very interesting dynamic.
Yeah, it would. And we're skipping Echo and Judah because someone's gonna die.
No, not necessarily. I'm thinking about it, and I'm just like,
Darling.
You don't know everything. You don't have all the information.
That's true.
You do not have all the information
Why
on your...
do you have to encourage the cursed ships?
Because someone has to.
Yeah, they're cursed for a reason. Which means we should not be encouraging that ship to set sail. Is there anyone else in Act 3? Oh yeah, what about Torgen?
Torgen? Maybe.
That could be interesting, just as another one that has at least something of a bandit background.
Sure, yeah.
Which, yes, Anil has.
Yeah.
How much so? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I have started in Echo. Yeah, I did start in Echo and Sam one.
Yeah.
Whether or not that will end in S, we'll see.
Yeah.
Alright, who are we on to next?
On to Anil.
So, yeah, as we established, Echo and Anil.
Yep.
Anil and Shao, I think, like I mentioned earlier, would be interesting.
Sure.
Anil and Alex would be interesting, just because they're both quiet, but for very different reasons.
Sure.
Yeah, that could be interesting, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Sounds like you're cooking something in that head of yours.
Not really. It's a little late for me to cook anything right now.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think that could be very interesting to work with.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Anil is fun to play with just because Lumbos are actually decent.
Yep.
Like they're supposed to be.
How about Anil and Marina? Is that anything? I feel like it could be something.
I had not considered that one.
I know. I was kind of looking at our character list and I'm like, wait a second.
We keep skipping Marina.
She is, like...
That could work, though. In theory, at least.
Yeah. What sexuality is Anil? I imagine him as bi, because he can be paired off with Trevor, so it's just like, yeah, he's probably bi. It's just that I haven't really written out any, like, planned out any male ships with him outside of Trevor. So, but yeah, I feel like there could be something with Marina. Let me see who else. Anil and Viola, what do you think?
I think the big thing is really what I've said about Viola already.
Sure.
At the same time, she does need someone that could be her boyfriend effectively.
Sure.
Particularly someone that you could do more of a wholesome chain with.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
But yeah, the big thing is just like how Viola is.
Yeah. Let's see. So unless it's otherwise stated, they're bi. Pretty much. Yeah. Just trying to see who else Anil could possibly be. Anil and Yumi, I think, would be an interesting one.
Very.
Yeah.
That would be very interesting for sure.
Yeah. How about Anil and Taiga, though?
That would be interesting just because she's a pirate and then he has the bandit thing.
Yeah.
Or did, whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's that for sure. Anil and Reem could be interesting.
Uh-huh.
Because, again, I think Archer paired with Flyer is interesting.
Sure. I'm asking because there's been barely homosexual discussion, and I know, it's because Sam doesn't really like talking about homosexual ships, but I do. And I'm just like, and I know that they're there, so I'm just like, I only really bring them up if I know for sure that I'm like, yeah, that's a huge potential right there. Otherwise, I tend to gloss over them as well, just because I'm just like, I don't know if I can come up with anything decent. But for some of them, it's just like, yeah, that could be something.
Anil might be another, like, rugged guy character.
Okay.
That Tsubaki might have a thing for.
Hmm.
Because it was implied she seems to have a thing for the rough, rugged guys.
Sure. That is something I have not considered for her. I'll put a pin in it because, again, it was just not something I considered. Like, at all.
Well, maybe it wasn't intended, but that was the impression I was getting. But maybe that was just me.
Sure.
Possibly Yukino. That could be interesting.
Okay.
Possibly. I'm not sure.
Yeah. For a lot of these, it's just like, yeah.
I think a big thing is the character in question hasn't been developed, so it's hard to say definitively.
Sure. And it's really me who has to kind of take the helm on a lot of the characterization because it is my game. And you guys...
And a lot of them are your characters.
Yeah, so it's just like, I kind of have to make those more detailed character notes, if anything, I think.
Right.
Or at least start on supports, but that's just, like, so much when I have other stuff on my plate.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, we'll get to the other supports eventually.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, there's no rush on that front.
Yeah.
There's plenty of characters to focus on as it is already.
Mm-hmm.
Sumire could maybe work as well.
Okay.
Because what we have seen of her, I do like what I see.
Okay.
But it is difficult to get a genuine feel for her character when she's also been... She finally saw a friend that she hadn't seen for years. She's been working herself to the bone over time.
Yeah.
Hence why she was asleep like that.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Backseating can be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yes, darling?
I'm just wondering how a Nagisa and a Nail support might go.
Yeah.
Even if, again, ending only in A.
Yeah. It would be an interesting dynamic, if anything.
Yeah, she has a loud mouth in a very unfun way, and then Anil doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
But Anil deserves better. Let's see.
Next we have Michael.
Do you want to cover Michael?
I think we've already discussed a lot of already. Yeah, but Michael and Celeste is just like, yeah, that's canon.
Yeah.
That's all canon, and it's all very cute.
I find it funny. Okay, we have the high defense guy and then the high strength person.
Mm-hmm.
And in her case, pretty decent crit too.
Yeah. Michael and Lynn could probably work. It's just that I have no idea how their support chain would go.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest problem.
And it's not hard writing supports. It just takes a little time to maybe brainstorm a concept and then build a chain out of it.
Yeah.
Which, again, can just take a little time. It's not hard. It just takes some time.
Yeah. I feel like Tsubaki and Michael would be really cute.
How old is Tsubaki?
Tsubaki's 18. And then Michael's 16.
Yeah, you know what that could be.
Yeah.
I think we talked about the Michael and Aqua as well as Lucy ones already.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the others are no. Yeah, it doesn't help that you don't have many children characters for... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
Yeah. Next we have Felicity.
Felicity has secrets,
Yeah.
which I think I've kind of picked up on some of PK's hints regarding them,
Uh-huh.
but I'm not going to say them just because I'm pretty sure they're kind of spoilery for one reason or another.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So I don't want to get into her backstory too much, but but her backstory is like a main reason why I like Krista and Felicity together and why I like Felicity and Zhang together. It just works. But outside of that, I'm just like, I don't know who else.
I mean, there have been some supports I've worked on a little bit with her, but it was more just, we could explore these two characters together kind of deal.
Yeah. How about with Echo? I have not considered that. I don't even know what their support would be about. That's the big thing. So I'm just like, I'm not saying yes, but I'm not saying no either. I think Felicity and Taiga could work in some capacity, maybe. I would have to sit on it a little bit. Yeah, I would have to sit on that one. It's just like, maybe. But again, it's a matter of, okay, what would they talk about in their supports? That's the big thing that is like...
And it seems like kind of a running theme for a lot of potential supports.
Yeah, it's just like...
Especially for characters that don't have that many support chains yet, comparatively speaking.
Yeah. But yeah, I really got to get more thoughts, my characterization thoughts, onto the character notes page, because that's probably going to help a lot too. If anything.
Viola needs more supports.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really don't have any potential romantic supports in mind for her.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Except, maybe Taiga?
Uh-huh.
No,
Ryuji? Or...
No, Marinus Axe Fighter.
Taichi?
Yes.
I'm trying to think about it. I'm just like, maybe, but again, it's just like...
Yeah, that's why I said maybe. It's just really hard seeing her end up in a romantic support with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Because, again, just of how she acts.
Sure.
Which is pretty much opposite of mature by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
That's not to say there isn't room for support chains with anyone.
Yeah, nah. Like, we're, solely focused on the romance. I think it has been understood that, yes, we are talking explicitly about romantic ships. Did you not get the memo, darling?
I maybe forgot the memo. What about Khalid?
Maybe? Possibly? I gotta really think about it.
Yeah, she's a tough one when it comes to the romantic ones.
Yeah.
What memo?
Yes, this was pretty much about romantic ships. I think most people would understand that, yes, there is potential for non-romantic supports.
Oh.
But we're just specifically talking about romantic ones because it's Valentine's Day, or at least the day after Valentine's Day. Did you not get the memo, darling?
What memo?
I thought that's what we were kind of here for.
Maybe it was. I don't remember.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. Alright. Are you getting tired, darling?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Marina?
Yeah, Marina. Marina and Joshua is one I kind of really want to do, but it's just like...
That could be fun to do, yeah.
I mean, they are pretty much...
I really like Marina and Rembrandt.
Yeah, and that is canon.
That's canon.
That's supposed to be canon.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, based off of my original depiction of them, and for my original story, they were a couple there.
I want Marina and Taylor, Sam, any of the...
Marina and Taylor, yeah, I think we've discussed it before in the stream, but yeah.
Okay.
Marina and Sam could work, I just don't know what their support would be about necessarily.
Yeah. Marina and Ryuji?
That could be interesting. I would have to think about how that would play out. Marina and Parker, I have thought about, like, yeah. At some point, Parker was supposed to be, like, maybe a canon partner for Marina, but I'm like, no, what the fuck am I talking about? I established Rembrandt and Marina as canon. Why am I diverting into that? But it's just like...
I don't know.
They could be together as an...
Marina and Masashi?
Maybe. Possibly. I wouldn't mind that.
With how he's a flirt, that could be fun to do.
Yeah. Can't really think of anyone else I would want to pair off with Marina necessarily.
Khalid?
Maybe. I gotta really think about that.
Hikaru
Hikaru?
Yeah, him.
Possibly. Maybe. I gotta think about it. I gotta really think about it.
Oh.
Next is Joshua.
Joshua and Echo, like I said before, I think it's my favorite one for them too.
Yeah.
Joshua and Krista, I have a rough skeleton of an idea for the S support.
Yeah.
I just have to let it sit for a little bit.
Sure.
But yeah, I think that could be a good one.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to think who I would potentially pair up with Joshua, and I'm just like, how do we feel about Joshua and Taiga?
That could be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the buff mercenary and then the buff berserker.
Yeah.
Or at least berserker to be, because technically she joins as a pirate still.
Yeah, be careful. Don't bump
It's just that she joins at a level and where you could just instantly promote her if you want.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of... If I don't mention a ship specifically, it's going to be mostly because I'm just like, I cannot think of what they would, their support would even entail. Yes, darling?
Joshua and Sumire would be funny.
Okay, sell me on it, because I'm not seeing it personally.
He can one-shot armor units.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the guy that can one-shot armor units is the one.
Oh, boy.
I do like Joshua and Yukino.
Okay, sell me. You gotta sell me on this one.
Okay, the defensive, bulky, really hard-hitting sword wielder.
Uh-huh.
With the more dexterous, agile, fast sword wielder.
Sure.
Also, he has the rugged thing going, and she's a lot more elegant.
Sure.
You know, she has poise, all that thing going.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And honestly, I think they would just look good at each other, effectively having each other's backs against, you know, a strong opposing force.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How do we feel about Tsubaki and Joshua? Not necessarily romantic, but...
I think it would at least be interesting to explore the support chain. I mean, it could maybe, depending on how it progressed.
Mm-hmm.
But Yeah, I do think it has the potential for some interesting themes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sam always talks about how good they are as units. Yes. Yes, he does.
Huh?
Yeah, you're talking about more like how they are as units rather than the actual shipping part.
And? That's a problem?
Well, not necessarily, but it's just not like what usually people talk about when it comes to ships.
They don't?
No.
What do they talk about?
Like, how are they as a dynamic and has a couple together?
Well, we don't really have a good feel for how Yukino is as an individual.
I mean, that's why we have character notes, my darling. They're right there, which you should probably look at some point.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Who are we doing next?
Azure.
Azure and Marina. Or is
Azure is 17 years old.
Ow!
He is 17.
But both dancers.
Yeah, but he is a 17-year-old boy.
Honestly, that was just like the sole reason I said Azure and Marina, because they're both blue-haired dancers.
You guys can't see it right now, but my face is in my hands right now.
Oh wait, you redesigned him. I keep forgetting you redesigned him.
Yeah, I redesigned him to make him actually look like a dancer.
Also, his actual age.
Yeah.
I'm still used to what he used to look like.
Yeah, no, he is 17 years old. And Marina is 35. I think I made her 35. 30. Still, though.
Teacher relationship?
I mean, maybe.
That is a joke.
Azure and Celeste would be an interesting one, I think.
Oh, yeah, I know. Azure and Celeste.
I think that could be cute.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Could also work.
Yeah. Azure and Lynn I did not consider before, but I'm like, could it? I mean, maybe?
Maybe. It really depends on how they develop as characters and how their support progressed.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it means flying dancer. Flying dancer child.
Sure. I do like the idea of Azure and Tsubaki. I think that could work pretty well. I have thought about it. I'm just like, yeah, I think that could work.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay,
That could work, yeah.
Yeah.
Rembrandt and Marina.
Yeah, I mean, that one's an obvious one. Very much an obvious one. I really want to, like...
Rembrandt has limited options for a very different reason.
He is a dad. He is DILF.
And there aren't a lot of eligible partners here.
Yeah.
Well, technically there are a couple more.
Mm-hmm.
But me revealing who those couple more are, it would be very spoilery.
I'm trying to think of who you could possibly be referring to.
Well, who technically has ages around Rembrandt is kind of what I'm getting at.
I mean, I guess. I mean, yeah, they're old. They're, like, way older, if anything. They're, like, way older if we're going that route.
Don't you have food to eat?
Yeah, I do. We've been talking so much, though. Rembrandt and Yukino, I think, could be really good, though. I think that could be
that would be a nice one.
I
actually.
really
I like that one.
I love the idea of that one. I think that would be really good.
Yeah, that would be nice.
How do you feel about Rembrandt and Reem? I don't think the age difference is too big.
Yeah, no, I think that could be another really nice one.
Hold on, I'm double checking my...
Also, they're both from Flagsel, so there's that too.
Yeah, I'm just like, wait a minute, how old are we talking? I'm gonna double check my ages here, because I'm just like, I like it, but like, what's the age difference?
Age is just a number.
Let's see, 23 and 35. We're talking like a 12-year age difference?
Give it a few years, and it's probably not that bad of an age difference.
Sure.
I mean, it might be just a little bit much right now, but yeah,
And jail is just a room. Man.
I think if Reem had maybe a few, was like a little bit more into the 20 age spectrum,
Yeah.
it's not really that bad.
Sure.
Yeah.
And jail is just a room. That's a new one. I'm stealing that. And the electric chair is just an object. God damn it. Rembrandt and Oscar, though, I have not considered it until this very moment. I'm like, wait a minute, maybe.
That could be fun.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, and then Jake we could skip because they are kissing each other.
So very much.
Yeah. Zhang, yeah, we've already talked about some potential ships for the earlier characters.
I keep thinking of Shane as a child. I'm sorry.
I know. I have done Zhang and Taiga up to S support. I think it's really cute. I did like writing their C through A. I ended up doing S because I was just like, heh, yeah, this is how they would end up marrying each other in the end. I don't know who else I would pair Zhang up with, if only because I needed to develop how she is as a character in this context a bit more, if anything. Yeah, let's see. The only women I can see Kai with are Krista and Asuka. Yeah, you know what? That's fair, though. That is very fair. But yeah. That's all I can really think about for Zhang. Alright, on to Celeste, and I think we already went through a bunch of her...
Celeste and Michael.
Yeah, Celeste and Michael's just cute.
Cole might be an interesting contrast kind of option.
Okay, yeah.
Like the whole, she's more of a martial, he's magic.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Taichi, I think, is another very interesting option.
I think Taichi is a very good candidate if she wasn't already canonically with Michael. I think that would work out perfectly.
Yeah. Because they're both fighters, but they have different complementary strengths.
Yeah.
Where I think he's a little more skill and speed, comparatively speaking.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, we do have our stats right over here. We can just take a quick peek. Yeah, I would say Taichi's more of an all-arounder, what you would expect from a fighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Whereas Celeste is very much more leaning into luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might end up being it for Celeste, really, outside of who we already talked to before. Yeah, let's see. Parker, my dude. Outside of who we've already talked about, Reem could possibly be...
Oh, that might be a nice
I kind of like the idea of them. Yeah. Parker and Taiga, though. Parker and Taiga, though.
That would be so funny.
I love that. Another, smart and stupid dynamic. I love it so much.
That would be so funny.
The thing with Parker, I think something I haven't had a chance to explore with Parker at all is that while he does have a more serious sort of outside personality, he can let himself be a little stupid sometimes.
Oh.
That's something I want to explore with the Krista and Parker support, where it's just Krista's just okay, why do you only act dumb when you're around me? And he's like, if you told anyone else this, no one would believe you. And she's like, I hate that you're right.
He should retort with, why do you only act smart when you're around me?
And, I have not considered. You know what? I've been trying to sit on their C support for the longest time, and I'm just like, that's perfect, actually. We could build off of that. Hold on. That's good.
Or at least something to that effect.
Oh, that's good, though. I like that. I like
Because we've
that.
established Krista acts dumb around most people.
Mm-hmm.
With only a few exceptions.
Yeah, normally Parker's a self-insert. If PK said this will be interesting. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's see. Who else could we pair off Parker with? Probably Sumi.
Chell?
Chell would be good.
There's also Chell, yeah.
Yeah.
Sumari, like you were about to say.
Yeah. Probably Yukino would also be a good, good pairing off.
Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Yeah. Parker and Asuka could probably also work. I'm just trying to think about it, and I'm like, yeah, probably.
She's the cool ninja girl.
Yeah.
She's got plenty of options.
Yeah, so many options. Okay. Yeah. Then we've got Cole.
Cole is baby and has very limited options.
He's so baby and small and tiny and small.
You said small twice.
Because he is small. He's so baby.
Yes, reestablished.
So small. He is my child and he is small. And I love him, Your Honor.
Thanks. The court needed to know that information.
Yeah, so, yeah, can we get the stenographer to write that down? Thank you. Yeah, it's Cole is small and baby and tiny and child and small.
Thank you.
Let's see. Yeah, Cole and Kira.
Oh, I had not considered that before.
He is 13 years old. He is small and baby.
Oh, so it's time for him to go off to college and get married.
Yeah, exactly. Explain Cole and Celeste, please. I don't know, like...
It would be an interesting contrast, like where she's a more martial leaning character and he's the more spell casting kind of guy.
Yeah, you could work off of that a little bit.
So, like, very much opposite strengths, and I think you could do some fun stuff with that.
Yeah.
Cole trying to explain magic to Celeste would be so funny.
Oh, that would be good, though. I like that. Oh, that would be funny. That would be so freaking funny, though. And yeah, Cole and Kira's, yeah, I think we've established that, yeah, they are supposed to be the canon couple.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Yeah.
Just with the design you have, yeah, they would look cute together.
Yeah.
What is Kira's?
Kira's is a sorcerer, so she uses dark magic and staves to start off with.
Dark magic?
Yeah.
I already have questions about her.
Don't worry about the... It's fine.
Just with what you said about dark magic already, I have questions.
Don't worry about it.
I have so many questions.
But we're not going to touch upon the answers.
Why can't you use dark magic?
Don't worry about it. Kira's is older than Cole. Yep, she sure is.
So that means that has Blade's approval. Gotcha. Also, she has short hair. So double approval. Anyway, were there any other options?
For Cole, I think we've already established.
Do we cover Aqua and Lucy?
Yeah, I think we touched upon the both of them.
Good to know.
Yeah, we haven't really written much for Kira's at all, unfortunately. But I'm hoping to change that in the near future once I get around to writing more for the chapter she actually gets recruited on. I think that'll help the situation.
What about Cole and Lynn? Would that work at all?
Cole and Lynn, maybe? I gotta think about it a lot, because I have not considered that until now. Until you literally brought her up. But yeah. Let's see. Next up is Ryuji. I think we've talked about a good amount of his ships already, but honestly, Him and Tsubaki, it's not gonna end up being romantic, but man, I really want to write their support so bad.
I think that could be fun to do.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I do think there is an implication that she has a thing for rough, rugged guys.
Yeah. Ryuji and Sumire, I think, would be a fun one.
Wait, who?
And Sumire.
That could be, yeah. Yeah, that could be.
Because much like how Sumire is with Kai, she's also with Ryuji.
Yeah, I also like Ryuji and Taiga.
Yes, they
just
need
because,
to
okay,
kiss.
we have the smart berserker pirate captain leader, and we have the stupid berserker first mate.
Yeah, they are supposed to be canon, so it's just...
they are, okay.
Yeah.
So why isn't her name Buttercup?
Oh my gosh. I do want to lean more into, like, that whole Princess Bride reference
I'm
with
pretty
Ryuji.
sure kind of some of the characterization was based off of the Princess Bride a little bit.
Yeah. I do want to lean
at least
into
with
that more.
Ryuji.
Yeah.
Yeah, where he was inspired from the dreaded Black Pirate Roberts.
Yeah.
That whole thing is amusing.
Mm-hmm. Ryuji and Asuka, I think, would be...
Where it's just different people who keep inheriting the title.
Yeah, it's great. I feel like Ryuji and Asuka could be an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, I think so.
Again, I keep thinking about, wow, those two would, like...
Did we discuss Ryuji and Krista at all, or no?
We only touched upon it. I'm still thinking about it, whether I would like it or not. You're gonna have to try to sell me on that one, because I'm not a
Well, pirates are like sea-born bandits.
Mm-hmm.
Krista definitely has a thing for bandits. On that note, I think she'd have a thing for big, burly pirate men with exposed chests.
I'm thinking. I'm already cooking up a support chain, like, in my head right now.
Oh, I thought you were trying to come up with an objection.
No objections. I'm just like, wait a minute. I'm just... There's something there.
Also, she would have the hottest kids with Ryuji.
Yeah, we've already established, like, okay. I'm pulling up the visual.
Or at least one of the hotter ones.
Yeah.
I think it's, like, a toss-up between him and Kai.
Yeah, like, it's like, yeah, I mean, that is a good-looking Arthur right there. That
just looks good.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
So, like, I have, like, a rough idea of what a support chain between the two of them would be like. So it's just like, yeah, Krista's trying to convince Ryuji to tie her up. She's just like, hey, yeah, you're out on the high seas. You pirates are good at tying ropes. I've got a proposition for you.
Oh my word.
She's just like.
Does Ryuji then make her walk the plank or something?
But yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna start off like that. Like, hey, buddy, I got the best proposition for you. Just hear me out. Just hear me out.
Darling, how many of Krista's supports are gonna involve her trying to get someone to tie her up?
Only like 3.
That's still too many. Don't we stop it at 1?
No, obviously
Why?
not. Because it's funny.
Moving on.
The writer's prominently shown off fetish. Yes.
Funny you should mention that, because remember we were talking about what would my fetish that would come out in the writing be?
Yeah, what would yours be? It probably is the buff women thing.
That's the only thing I can think of that might come through.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else Ryuji would probably pair off
girls with muscle.
But yeah, I think that...
Lynn is too young, so we're skipping her.
Yeah. Ryuji and Yumi would be probably pretty good.
That could be interesting.
Yeah.
There's also Reem.
Oh yeah. Maybe Reem.
And Yukino, I think you could do something interesting with.
Yeah, there's something there. I can feel it.
I really think you could do something interesting with that, just because, yeah.
Yeah, there's something. I'm not sure what, but there's something. We just gotta dig it out. I know I'm gonna get disagreed upon with this, but Ryuji and Nagisa is one I've been thinking about, and I'm just like, it could work.
One of them's gonna kill the other.
That's what you say, but I'm just like, it could work.
Why do you keep encouraging the cursed ones?
Because it's just like, yeah, someone has to.
Why?
Because I gotta, you know? Like, the thing is, like, Nagisa did have a thing for you.
You've said it before, Blade.
But, like, yeah.
On more than one occasion, if I recall correctly.
But, yeah, like, Nagisa did have a thing for Yuji, like, before things happened. And, like, maybe... And Ryuji never has not outright said no, or thought no. So it's just like, there's something. There could be potential there. I'm not saying, like... it's canon or anything, because it's not going to be. But I'm just like,
Yeah.
there's something. There could be something. Blade is now whining.
About what?
Oh, no.
Oh, the Ryujin, yeah.
Anyway, we can move on to Taiga. And,
Taiga and Sam is one I like.
That would be really freaking funny. Taiga and Tsurugi could be interesting. Maybe.
Wait, Tsurugi?
The merchant dude?
Yeah, that could be very interesting.
Yeah.
I think Taiga and Kai would be interesting. Although, I mean, you have written a support and it didn't really end romantically, which is fine.
Yeah, I still need to finish that one up because it's not at A yet or anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But, again, the whole smart versus stupid.
Yeah.
You very much have that dynamic going on.
Sure. Taiga...
How about Taiga and Forrest? Another stupid and smart dynamic.
I would have to write it out and see how I felt about it.
Sure.
Taiga and Masashi is one I thought could...
Oh, that would be so funny.
Honestly, I always...
Except that Taiga is not the kind of woman Masashi would be chasing.
No.
You know, what if she was chasing him?
That's exactly what I want out of that romantic support. It's just like, yeah...
That would be so funny.
Yeah.
Taiga and Taylor, we already discussed. That would be so hilarious. Just conceptually, that is funny.
Yeah.
Taiga and Joshua wouldn't be bad either.
Okay.
Taiga and Rembrandt, maybe?
I would need some hard convincing for that one.
He needs more options.
He does need more options, yeah.
But that's all I got on that one for right now.
Yeah, it's not a strong enough argument, I'm sorry. Because I'm just like, I'm not seeing it.
Taiga and Taichi?
I need to look at their age difference. Because I'm just
Taiga and Hikaru? Oh, wait.
No,
yeah, another stupid and smart one.
Yeah, honestly, though, I do like that. Taiga's 27. That's a 9-year age difference between her and Taichi.
That's almost 10 years.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. That is a bit of too much.
That's pushing things a little bit, at least just because of timing. I think, like a little later down the line, almost 10 years isn't going to matter.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah, Tsurugi would be interesting. Anyone else we're missing?
Can't really think of anyone else.
I mean, there is someone that maybe might come in Act 3, but I'm not going to bring him up until confirmed that he will be able to come up.
Sure. Alright, Haruki.
Is child.
Yeah, I will say that he is supposed to canonically end up with Tsubaki, so I do want to get that out of the way.
Oh, they are comparable?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's 14, she's 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think we've already touched upon his other potential ships, so I don't think...
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with Taichi. I don't think we... Taichi could also end up with Tsubaki, probably. I think that would be fine and dandy.
Okay.
I just don't really have anything planned for how their support would go.
Sure.
Yeah,
unfortunately, a lot of the young characters are getting the short end of the stick, which is a shame.
Mm-hmm.
But what can you do?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a good idea of what I want to do with Haruki and Tsubaki. Because their whole dynamic is like... Haruki wants to travel the world. Tsubaki has abandonment issues. So it's just like, the whole support is going to be about Tsubaki trying to get over her abandonment issues, you know?
Oh, that could be interesting.
Yeah. So that's like that whole basis of what I want out of their relationship. But yeah, with Taichi, I think we've covered...
And Sumiri wouldn't work, really, I'm guessing?
Not really.
I forgot what her age was.
She's like 27.
So that's a no.
That is a definite no. Oh, you know what? Taichi and Lin, I completely forgot that I wanted them to possibly be I wanted them to be canon.
Lin is a good girl who just is going through a rebellion stage.
Yeah, so I have never discussed this yet, but the idea I had for Taichi and Lin, at least for their paired ending, is that, well... I feel like the both of them have, like, really strong feelings about their respective mothers and whatever.
Uh-huh.
And, like, they could kind of bond over that a bit.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. And then Lin kind of settles down with Taichi in their village and whatever when they, at the end, and it's just, like, really freaking cute.
Right.
And I just, like, It could be very wholesome for Lin, and like Taichi could help her heal from her trauma, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's something there.
Like I said earlier, PK likes creating emotional roller coasters.
Yeah. There could be something there.
Anyway, let's move on to Yumi.
Oh, yeah, right.
The bunny girl.
Yeah.
Which you didn't have to bend over backwards to justify.
Yeah, no.
Okay, what are some options off the top of your head you like for Yumi?
We've already discussed a good amount of them already. Gives me an idea for a Celeste and Taichi support. Ooh, I would love to see that. Yumi and Masashi would be really freaking funny.
That would be funny.
I know you started one.
Yeah, I actually went up to, I think, B, and I was like, I think with how I've left it off, you would enjoy taking over.
I would love to take over on that, yes.
Yeah, you have my full permission to take over on that one.
Because I'm just like, it has potential to go to S very much, and I'm just like, yes. I want these two to get together. I'm trying to watch the way I phrase things because I know that Star's in chat. So I'm just like, ah!
How about Yumi and Khalid or Ryuji?
I would need to think about it. I'm not saying no, but I'm not necessarily saying yes either.
With how she's a bit of a flirtatious information gatherer.
Yeah.
I think you could do some interesting things with that.
Sure.
Yeah. Star is doing the ... I think she is looking very judgmentally at you.
Yeah, that's fair. That is absolutely fair.
Yeah, it's more where she acts seductive, Blade, to get information versus being outright horny.
Mm-hmm. I don't really have any idea what I want to do with Yumi's sexuality. I feel like it could work either way. I don't really have... It's gonna really depend on how I write her supports with other women. I'm gonna be real. Because there's potential there. Andre, hello! It's been a hot minute.
Yes, it has.
How you doing?
I'm trying to think. Yumi and Taylor would be so funny.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I'm not sure if I really see that going to S. I just think it would be funny.
Yeah.
Yumi and Sam, again, I just think it would be funny.
Sure, sure.
I mean, it could go to S, but I don't really care if it does or not.
Yeah. Yumi and Hikaru, now that I'm looking at the two of them, I'm just like, that would
be so funny.
it would be so good.
The deadpan priest, effectively,
Yes.
and then the flirty bunny girl.
Yes. Yeah, we're just talking about, like, different, like, possible shipping dynamics between characters and right now.
It's a fan game that PK's been working on.
Yeah.
If you've been out of the loop for a while.
Yeah. But, like, man, yeah.
Have you discussed Cycle of Remorse when Andre's been in chat at all?
I don't remember if he's been to any of the work streams or not, to be perfectly honest.
But yeah, it's more of a fan game made with LT Maker versus being a hack.
Yeah. If you want to find out more info about it, I do have a link to it in the description. Okay, thank you, Blade. Thank you for having a good memory.
Yeah, because I'm not around enough during stream to tell. Because usually my windows to hop into stream are pretty small.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else with Yumi that I would really like. But
Torgen,
yeah,
maybe?
Torgen? I'd have to really think about that one.
I think Joshua could be pretty interesting just because...
Yeah.
Yeah, she had that whole arena tournament.
Yeah.
And then Joshua is an arena fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think there's potential there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yumi and Khaled could be interesting. I
think Michael would be an interesting challenge, non-romantic.
Yeah,
just to see, okay, can we do something more on the wholesome side of things with her?
I have not considered that. I'm just, like, kind of trying to figure out, okay, there might be something there. So Yumi could be a spy. She could be.
I think that's kind of officially what you were going for with her, kind of.
Sorta, kinda. Because there is the implication that, yeah, she's got her ear to the ground for reasons. So, you know.
How? Which ones?
Just reasons. I haven't fully...
No, which ears does she have to the ground?
Anyway. But yeah. I haven't fully fleshed out stuff with her, but yeah.
PK just wanted a bunny girl because reasons.
Yeah, I just wanted a bunny girl.
Actually, didn't you do the bunny ears custom?
Mm-hmm.
Because you did good with that.
Mm-hmm. I think we covered everyone with Lynn, so we can kind of skip her. Tsurugi is an interesting one. I'm trying to think of who he could possibly get with. The thing is, it's just that I am so caught up in who he's canonically paired off with. I'm just like, I cannot see him with anyone else. So I'm just like, I think that's another big challenge is that when I do have, like, a canonical pairing in mind, I tend to forget that other people exist. So it's just like, it's a matter of, I guess there could be potential here, but I'm not seeing it because I already have an idea of who they're going to end up with in the end. So that kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I see him as Arrow Ace. Honestly, I can kind of get behind that headcanon. I don't really mind that at all either. So even if he doesn't get any, like, S supports, I don't think I mind that at all either. Because, yeah, right now I'm just like, I don't know who I would want to pair him up with in the first place romantically, so I'm just like, Alright, but anyway. Khaled, my dude.
Me knowing the inspiration to Tsurugi doesn't help with me coming up with options either.
Oh, you know what? That's fair, though. Yeah, true. Not much. We've just been discussing, like, different ship dynamics. Nothing too crazy.
So does Khalid have a canon option?
I was thinking that Reem would be his canon option.
Okay.
Yeah. But outside of that...
At least she won't be single due to Forrest being a stupid dummy.
Forrest has his reasons. Are they good reasons?
Yeah, he's
no.
a moron.
No!
He's a moron.
Oh my gosh. But I will say
he had a hot one.
he did get he had a hot girlfriend and then he fumbled hard. I will freaking like dunk on him for like fumbling hard, but it's just like he has a reason why he doesn't feel like he can be with Reem anymore.
Stupid reasons.
Tamira, Kristen, and Forrest. You know what? I did not consider that, but I'm just like, you know what? Yeah. I thematically speaking, yes. I think that works.
Wait, what?
The Khaled and Reem ship mirroring Krista and Forrest a bit. Because Krista and Khaled are
Oh, yeah,
kind of
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I just never really considered them, but I'm like, yeah, that's actually a really good point. But yeah. All the more reason that, I probably should make that canon, actually.
Also, the two Wyvern Knight Wyvern Riders together.
For sure. But yeah, Khaled being...
let's see.
Yeah.
Starting the Reem and Sam support. We'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where it's gonna go yet.
Uh-huh.
But that first one was fun to do.
Yeah, oh, hi. Yeah, you're hot. Again, it's just like, wow. What an introduction. What a C support. That is the C support of all time.
Yeah, being very subtle with your pickup lines there. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep. What about Reem and Ryuji?
Reem and Ryuji, maybe. It is just a matter of I need a better idea of how I want to write for Reem, because quite frankly, a lot of her characterization is very slim.
Yeah.
So it's just like a matter of okay, I gotta figure out what makes her tick.
Reem and Masashi?
Maybe.
He does have a thing for the elegant lady, which while Reem is yes a knight, she does very much give that kind of energy.
Sure. It could work. I gotta think about it more. Because again, the big thing with Reem is just that...
Also, she's objectively hot.
She is objectively hot, yes. But the thing is, yeah, Reem, I just need to get a better idea, a grasp of her character. Because there isn't really anything I have, like, solidified for her. Quite. Yeah. I think if I get more of the Forrest and Reem support kind of fleshed out, I'll have a better idea of how I want to write her. But yeah.
Also, she has that milky chocolate complexion.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Okay.
What?
Nothing.
You good?
Yes.
Good.
But yeah, no worries, Star. No worries. Next up is Yukino, and I think we've already kind of discussed a lot of...
Yeah, I think we have.
Yeah. And
like I said, I do like the Yukino and Sam, as well as Joshua, for kind of similar reasons, but not exactly.
Sure.
Do we discuss Yukino and Forrest at all?
Not to a large extent, but you're gonna have to hard sell me on that, because Yukino is supposed to be
I might have said what my reasons were earlier, but I'm not remembering what they were, so we'll let that slide for now.
Okay. But yeah, because Yukino is supposed to be canonically with Masashi, so I need a hard sell on other ships. I need an absolute hard sell.
Masashi should end up with a generic farm or village girl. That's all he deserves.
But, like, Yukino and Masashi's so good, though.
I'm sure it is.
It's so good.
I'm sure it is.
I want them to kiss so bad.
But Masashi doesn't deserve someone like Yukino.
But they're so good.
She deserves better.
I love them. Yukino has learned to love again.
Good for her.
And Masashi has found the elegant woman of his dreams.
He deserves a generic village girl.
They're so good. Yes, Blade, you did a good job with their support. I do like what you got. I do need to like still like touch it up for the game and stuff, but like it's good. It's good shit. I'm gonna give the C support another look just to make sure I still like it as is, because I might still tweak it a little bit more, but I do still like the actual substance you got there. It's good shit. It's good shit. But yeah, I love them, Your Honor.
Masashi should end up with a generic village girl.
He can kiss Yuki. No, everything's fine. They're so good. I love them. Our flirty man has found the elegant woman of his dreams.
No.
Why do you hate him, Sam? Blade asks.
He should be kicked to the curb.
No, he's a good boy.
No, he's not.
I love him. Oh yeah, have you read Blade's support?
I think I saw the C support.
Okay.
Yellow's horse needs to kick him.
Ah, no!
Masashi, I mean.
Oh boy. Alright, but yeah, speaking of my boyo, I know I've discussed this before, but like, gosh dang, I want him and Hikaru to freaking kiss.
And if Star was to read up about Masashi, I think she would agree with my perspective. I'm just saying.
True, though. But yeah, I've said this before, but Masashi and Hikaru could kiss, and they have potential to be S supports, but Masashi's so straight that's just gonna stay at A+ forever, unless I let my brain run with the idea, and I'm just saying that, he is so straight. He is straight as an arrow. Maybe even straighter than that, if that's even possible. But outside... You know, I've thought... Look, okay, I'm gonna be real. If Yukino and Masashi and Tsubaki and Haruki weren't canon, I would have totally, like, paired off Masashi with Tsubaki. I feel like that could be a dynamic that would work.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish I had the foresight for that, because I'm just like sitting there like, hold up, there's some actual good shit that could happen with that pairing, because Masashi is a noble, and then Tsubaki is like the princess of Marinus, so like there's like a whole political marriage going on that could work, and it's just like, yeah, if only on those grounds there could be something there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, that could be totally canon if I did not have any other canon pairings for those two.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Arrows are actually not straight, but like this is factually wrong. I mean,
Yeah,
they got a bit of like give.
Yeah, we're aware. We've done some archery shooting. We are aware.
Yeah. I have to do a big rewrite to make it an S. Maybe. I'm not sure. I was looking at it again, and there might be some things I have to tweak, but outside of that, I think it could still work. Speaking of Hikaru, I kind of like the idea of Hikaru and Nagisa. I think that could work.
One of them's gonna kill the other one.
And you keep saying that. I'm gonna say no. You're fucking delusional.
Why?
Because Nagisa's not like violent, like in the literal killing sense. But it's just like I feel like there's something there.
Yeah. A catastrophe waiting to happen.
It's not that bad. I mean, I feel like Hikaru could be there for Nagisa because she's going through trauma.
That's her problem.
Yeah, I know. And you're gonna badmouth her all day, but I'm just sitting here like, I feel like it could work. They're my characters. I want to do what I want.
True.
But yeah, I feel like there's something there. I don't care what the fuck you say. They're my characters. I do what I want.
I know.
Outside of that, though, I feel like Hikaru and Sumire could also be an interesting one.
Sumire, I think... Yeah, I think there's a lot of interesting things you could do with her.
Uh-huh.
It's just... Yeah, with not having that many supports currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it hard to see... Oh yeah, we could do something with this combination.
Uh-huh.
Because Sumire has, say, you know, these factors going on, yada yada.
Yeah. Speaking of Sumire, I think we've already discussed a bunch of her potential things already. But yeah, Blade really wants to have you look at that like the support he wrote. For, yeah, at some point.
Okay.
Yeah. We've already discussed Sumire. We've discussed Asuka and her potential ones. Tsubaki with and Nagisa. I think I've mentioned before that is a potential thing. And again, I still vehemently say they're my characters and I do what the fuck I want. So there's that. But yeah, I think that should be covered.
Even though both Blade and I think she should be killed off.
Yeah, I know. Let's see, I like how I know nothing about this game and I already have strong feelings about ships. Good, Andre. I'm glad. I think that covers everyone in Act 2. I would love to go through Act 3 characters, but it's just like we need to actually get Act 3 going and rolling.
And have more characters in Act 3.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not as many as what we have for 2 necessarily.
Yeah.
But because that's going to make deployment really challenging.
Uh-huh.
By that point.
Yeah. But yeah, I think
but I do think there should be a bit more than what you have planned currently.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how things go.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we covered...
I definitely think there should be a few that are recruited from both Fregso and Orgut, since I believe you plan on Act 3 exploring both areas.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that we covered all of that. But yeah, I think we were good. I think that we covered everyone.
Okay.
Final thoughts? Okay, so who would you say are your top favorite pairings? Let's just say top 3 or top 5, whatever you feel most comfortable with, maybe spewing out, just to end things off.
I think Echo and Joshua is one of my favorites.
Okay.
That said, yeah, Echo and Anil is the canon pairing for a good reason.
Yeah. They have history.
Plus the inspiration.
Yeah.
I think Krista and Kai might be my favorite.
Okay.
And I'm mainly leaning towards Sam and Chell, but that might be because Chell is such a great unit.
Yeah, but I'd say that Sam and Chell is a very good pairing,
yeah,
even outside of that.
And some of the other support potential ships we've mentioned, a lot of them are for characters that are for later into the game.
Yeah.
So, not as developed, unfortunately. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
Alex and Taylor and Alex and Force are also pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I definitely like the Alex and Force because it seems to be leaning into the romantic direction faster, kind of.
Yeah, I can admit it kind of does escalate kind of quickly. They're already Forrest already did like the hands-on approach at like a support without even realizing it. He's very comfortable around Alex, and I think that's obvious to see.
He's like, huh?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Boy is clueless. He doesn't even realize it. And I think that's really freaking funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, me personally...
Tanga just has a lot of good potential support change.
Yeah, with her being, like, endearingly stupid, it's just, like, easy for her to get paired off with someone, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my favorite ones are, like, yeah, Krista and Forrest, Krista and Kai. Like, all three of them, like... No matter how you pair them off with each other, they just have such great dynamics with each other.
Yeah.
I love those three to death, and I would love them all to kiss each other.
You want everyone to kiss, that's the problem.
Yeah. And I've said this before, but Krista and Trevor is also a favorite one of mine. I do like how their support chain kind of played out. It's very cute. It's very wholesome. I do like it a lot. Paloma polygamy. Exactly, Andre. Exactly. I've also mentioned that, yes, the Masashi and Hikaru support is one that I go to and reread when I want to feel something. It's not a romantic pairing right now, but gosh dang, I'm, like, so freaking close to making it one, but Masashi is so freaking straight. But, like, at the same time, it's just like, I just want to feel something. It's so good. I wrote that so well. On that note, I do like the Taiga and Jing supports. I do like how I wrote their pairing as well. Again, Taiga is just so endearingly stupid. I love her, Your Honor. She's just great. She just brings so much light to my life and so much light to whatever pairing she's part of. It's great, and I love her. I'm trying to think if there's any other pairings that I really like out of this.
Rembrandt and Marina just conceptually is really good.
Yeah, I do want to write their support so much, because I feel like you kind of get a hint of, like, what sort of dynamic they have just based on their recruitment convos when you meet up with them in either Chapter 14 or Chapter 14B, depending on which route you went on. Yeah. Michael and Celeste is just really cute.
Yeah.
And I have Blade to thank for that, because he was mostly responsible for that support chain. So I'm just like, yep, that turned out really well. It was very adorable. I mean, I laid it out just like being like, hey, yeah, I want these two together. But Blade just hit it out of the park with their support chain. I really like it a lot. It's very cute. But yeah, I think those are all my favorites. Those are definitely all my favorite pairs. As was established earlier in stream, a lot of these characters just need more time to flesh out and bake in the oven to get more established supports. And
unfortunately, the ones that are introduced later kind of get the short end of the stick for that one.
Yeah. But hey, the game's still very much a work in progress. So, But yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking around with us for this special Valentine's Day stream. I hope you all had a wonderful day, evening, whatever time it is. And, we'll be going back to our regularly scheduled programming with streams starting next week. So that means more Unicorn Overlord this Tuesday. Gonna finally start Avalon Code since we're done with Sacred Stones. And then Friday, I think I'm gonna continue my Honey Pop run. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish it next week. We might have to bleed it over into the week after next week. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone. Have a nice weekend.